Yo, what is going on, you beautiful motherfuckers out there? Oh, that was way too aggressive. I'm sorry. That was way too aggressive. I kind of wanted to come down a little bit, but I felt emotion coming into that. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Suit Up Geeks draft. Just round of applause for that shit because, guys, this is our third one of season 2. We've got Loretto and we've got Deebs. They've won both of them. Now, guys, I don't want to put any pressure on the other 8 contestants, but 2 out of the 4 geeks have already made their slip into the finale. You guys gotta pick it up a little bit. I'm sorry, you guys have been slacking, but you know what? It's fine because some of you were talking your big game this morning. Oh, we got like 200 movies to pick from. We were not having it. It was you guys were getting a little too cocky for our liking, so we brought the Mother Death Wheel back. Round of applause for her. But Amanda, don't show her yet. That was not the signal. That was not the signal.
Not yet.
Because we have kept them secret for the subgenres. That will be the category for Lady Death tonight. Mm-hmm. And without a doubt, before we get into them, let's introduce our panel. What is going on, Aaron?
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
How are you doing, my man?
Good. Hoping not to come in runner-up this time. Although, preferably.
Well, your first pick, so that was a wise choice words for you, my friend. Okay, we're just going to skip Amanda. What is going on, Formal?
As per usual.
I'm good. I'm glad to be back. Made it kind of far last season, so we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah, we'll see what happens because the Lady Death has not put her kiss on you yet, my friend. But you know what? I kind of feel bad. Let me back up a little bit. Amanda, how are you feeling today? Because I was roughing you up a little bit earlier. I was very mad at you. You hurt my feeling. Like I kind of feel like the bear. I feel like Bear and the Bear when shit's not going right in the kitchen for him. Just want to get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Those were the vibes, though. It was scary.
Exactly. How are you doing?
I'm better now, kind of scarred. No jokes. I'm really excited for this. I'm excited to watch everyone squirm, and it's gonna be a good time. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I will say, guys, this one's definitely going to be a lot harder than the last one for the ones that have been on the death wheel from the last one. Oh my God. What? Sean Paul Wood. I got to say, man, you've always had like some Hollywood name. That's not like some real shit right there, man. Sean Paul Wood. Welcome to the red carpet, man. How are you doing?
Thank you. The wheel screwed me with no Vaseline last time, so I'm hoping I can bring down from that.
Yeah, she left you a little limber afterwards.
Oh my!
Yes, she did. Weak legs and rubbery thighs. It wasn't pretty.
Damn, that's
PTSD.
Ryan Kim, how are you doing, my friend?
Well, I don't know how to follow that.
Because you haven't met Lady Death yet. Maybe you should leave her cast on you, my friend.
I was not gonna lie. I was gonna say it's nice to be back. It's been a while since I've been here, but after hearing the whole thing with the no Vaseline and I don't know what to say now. So it is nice to be back though. I made it as far as the semis. I ended up losing to my good friend Rachel, who ended up winning the greatest movies of all time draft, and I lost to her in the semis, but she's one of my best friends, so I mean, very nice person to lose to, if you ask me. But I just want to make it to the finals because I haven't made it that far yet. I guess I'm like Rocky. I just want to go the distance.
Well, Ryan, I'll give you a little tip. I heard Lady Death likes a little bit of the tango, so maybe if you get a little bit of that in tonight, who knows? And we've got a newcomer here. What is going on, John?
Hey, I'm doing well. It's like 10 a.m. right now where I'm at, so
I wish it was
had
10
an
a.m.
all-nighter,
here.
so yeah.
Oh,
damn, bro.
Yeah.
I love the commitment in here, boys. So, John, I'm just going to keep screaming to keep you awake. That's pretty much what you've been telling me. Just keep screaming. Okay,
Thank you so much.
God help us all.
It's okay, John. How are you? Are you feeling good? Yeah.
Yeah, I just
I
published
like
like 2 reviews, so I'm good.
Nice. Champ.
Yeah, I've been binge watching Game of Thrones for the first time ever. So that's been a ruckus. But guys, what is
How
going
far
on?
into GOT are you? This is an
I'm-
important
I'm on
question.
season 2,
Mhm.
episode 8 currently.
So proud.
So
Good times ahead.
It's getting juicy. It's getting juicy. You know what? I just want to say, Sansa, you're kind of annoying me right now. You cry throughout most of these 2 seasons, but it's fine, boo. I know you're coming back in season 7. Oh wait, that's 5 more seasons. But you know what? We've got the Brock upside. What is going on, my man?
Sups, good to be back. But yeah, considering the last draft I was in was the holiday movie draft, and I didn't make it past the first round, and I'm also smack dab in the middle of the list, so expectations are low, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Brock, if those subcats are on Luke's side tonight, I don't think you'll be complaining too much, my friend. But we've got another coming in. What is going on, Ben? And are you ready for Lady Death again?
Well, let's put it this way. I haven't been on for Lady Death before. This is a new show, and every time I've been here before, I haven't needed her help to go out first round, all right? So, frankly,
that's why
ninth
don't worry,
pick,
we'll put you up
I'm
against Amanda.
happy, like,
Wow.
half the time. We'll put half the time, I'm, like, glad I've got time. The other half, I'm going to be shitting myself. But it's fine. I found the solution. I got myself some good old alcohol here to start things off well. Not good, well. But yeah.
You
I'm
know what
excited.
I'll say to that, Ben? Look at the glass half full, because you're at 50-50 right now. You're looking at your list and you're like, I got 50 fucking great picks right here. The other 50, these other fools are going to take. Not me, but these other fools are going to take.
Whoa.
I'm just
You're
gonna.
gonna
I
take
mean,
the bad
I-
ones, right?
No, that's all you, sweetheart. You have not seen your last 4 lists. That's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
I went to the finals. Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
With
It
you-
took you a while to get there, but, you know.
Yeah. Took her a whole year and a
Why?
half. It's fine though. It's fine.
Guys.
But we've got another newcomer in here. What is going on, Luke?
What's up, y'all? Thanks so much for having me on. First draft, so let's get it. Let's go, everybody. Let's do it.
Man, I hope you're ready. Okay, now guys, I just want to say this might be copyright claimed, but Amanda, I want you to take out Lady Death, and we're all gonna say spin that wheel.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing it.
New
Oh,
ideas.
oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm doing it.
Oh, you're taking way too long.
No, I'm not.
Spin that wheel.
All right.
Oh shit. Okay,
we
just
go.
spin it. Just spin it. Just spin it.
Okay.
Spin.
Okay.
Spin
Okay.
the
Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel.
I'm prepped for
Legal?
this.
Oh boy.
Woo! We've got
Okay.
action.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all right.
Oh,
We're all
I
right.
like that one.
Okay.
Aaron, before you
Got
go,
We're
I
cracking.
also want to clarify.
I
If
can
there
work
is a
with this.
movie that clarifies under 2 multiple subgenres and it's already taken under 1, it is out still.
Yes.
Same rules. I don't formal. That's for you.
No,
You
I
and your
get that. I got
fucking
that. I'm
Tom
good.
Cruise.
I saw
I'm-
all the categories.
I'm
I'm
just
good.
trying to get you.
I'm
I was
good.
too slow.
I'm good.
All right, Aaron. Let's take the drafting away. What is your first pick under the action subgenre of thrillers?
Luckily, one that I was actually prepared for. So I'm just gonna say, yippee ki motherfucker, because give me die.
Oh,
You know what? I'm kind of shocked that was
He's
your first pick.
naughty. Get him out of here.
Okay, Aaron, I just want to say real quick, I don't know how well that pick will come back for you later, my friend, because I took it in the Christmas draft. Motherfuckers did not like that pick.
It was,
What?
it was
You know
way
what?
too divisive.
yo,
It was
That's
too
crazy.
divisive.
Everybody
It's
was
crazy.
Everybody was. Let's just.
It's not
going
to be divisive in this in this
No, it will.
genre.
I'll
no.
make you
No,
divisive.
no,
Don't you worry, Aaron. I'll make it divisive somehow. now, Amanda, just choose Shark Tales while you're at it. Even
No,
though you
stop.
really can't, just take it, please.
God, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna go off the wall with this one because no one ever picks this movie for whatever reason. And I'm gonna go with The Bourne Identity.
Very nice.
Oh.
Very
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
okay.
Let's
You
go
know
with
what?
Maddie. Yeah.
Good pick.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Bourne
Usually Amanda
Identity?
has the bad picks. Usually
Hey,
here's where she'd be like, Alita Battle Angel, give it to me. But
It's
right now,
coming. Hey,
Oh my
Hey,
it's
Ben, we made fun of that pick before here on the show, and it's bitten us in the ass so
that's
hard.
a last round
Yeah.
clutch pick, guys. We know
But
that.
formal,
bro.
Well, why don't you simmer us up a little bit with your next pick, your first pick?
Shout
Choose
out
wisely.
to shout out to
And by the
Chris
way,
Cooper in
neither
that
Paddington counts. Neither
Yeah,
Paddington
I
counts.
know. I'm not actually gonna pick that.
No, I don't know if you know. I'm just
Nah,
making sure
I
you
know.
know.
No, Tyler, get out of here. No
But-
one's picking Morbius.
But
Morbius.
No one's picking Morbius, dude.
Wait, do you take Morbius?
No,
Hell,
Tyler,
yeah,
I will
no,
not
no,
be
no,
choosing
no, no. I'm like, get
Relax.
outta here,
No.
bruh. No.
Shout out to everyone in the comments. How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining tonight.
I think this is a little bit of
my
a cop,
God.
but whatever. I'm gonna go with Dark Knight.
Okay.
Oh.
I just
Spicy.
like it. Hope he
Yeah,
comes
you-
out just like,
yeah,
I know I'm
think you're
copping you
gonna trigger somebody
motherfuckers.
Here, dude.
Spicy.
But it's fine.
Nice work making it to the second round. That's cute.
It's
You
like
might
we
have
already know.
Formal, you might have copped it, but Sean's gonna patrol it with his next pick.
Oh, God, here we go.
All right, so I'm thinking of a movie that makes your butt pucker and you're
That's a lot of
sweating and a lot of explosions. I
I'm
am
gonna be
going to go
Human
old
Centipede.
school
Human Centipede.
with T2 Judgment Day.
Damn you, Sean fucking Paul Wood.
Classic
Oh my
pick.
God,
I can't
man.
even
The
be mad.
anger, though. The anger. Like,
Thank
Oh,
you're
you're
filled with
ferocious,
Ryan now, I'll
man.
tell you that.
Ryan Cam, can you please just go? I'm heated right now. I'm
He's
heated.
getting triggered, dude. You see it there. You see it. You see he's getting triggered.
Sorry,
Just-
can the
just
people
sit back,
put their
I got
picks in the private chat or whatever so that way I can read off and I don't accidentally pick your movie again?
Yeah, he did that every round
Definitely
last
do that.
time.
yeah.
What a-
He did.
What a man. What a
With
man.
no consequences.
Ryan Cam, take it away, my friend.
So I've rewatched the past couple drafts I was in, and one of my main problems was that I was skewing a bit too old for for people's liking. I remember Tyler Calvert saying that I had boomer tastes, something along those lines.
Oh
which
no.
I mean,
this is a lot
I
when
am-
Sean's here.
I have been reliably informed that is not good, so I'm going to skew away from that for the time being. I'm only going to pick a movie that is about 7 years old. I'm choosing Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh.
Good one.
I want to be mad, but
Ryan's
I can't.
mad.
Because that's
That's a
what
good
I
one.
would have picked.
Ryan's mad.
No, I'm not. That's definitely not what I was gonna pick next. But I'm kind of stuck because I'm kind of in
Uh-oh.
Ryan's position. Like I'm kind of in the boomer renaissance right now. But like, how boomer do I want to go? Do I want to go boomer with 3 R's or boomer with 1 R? Because guys, the boomer with one R. Remember, it's 2022 now. So I'm gonna go with Old Boy 2003 for my first pick.
Interesting.
You know what? I'm going there, baby. And Loretto, that was my pick for you, my man. John. Are you how toasted are you feeling for this first pick of yours?
Man, you guys picked really good ones. For me, I'm thinking of a Henry Cavill film, but it's not what you think. It's I'm gonna go with Mission Impossible Fallout.
Oh, good
Just because it's
one,
the
dude.
anniversary. Look at you. Look at
Oh,
you.
is
I
it?
see your
Okay.
wheels turning, champ. I see it.
Yeah, there you go. You got that right
Henry
on point.
Cavill and the Stash.
This the famous
Holy
stash
shit,
that
bro.
screwed
Look at my
everything
Famous
up.
mustache of Henry Cavill, baby.
Well, it screwed everything up for about 4 years.
Yeah,
It was
you know.
eventually made right, sorta.
So, Brock,
Yes.
side. Why don't
Yes.
you show us the other side of you with your first pick?
That's not a good idea. That's an after hours kind of thing. But
I mean, either or, man. I like it both. That's all I'm
Me,
saying.
go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, yes. So with these subcategories, maybe kind of broaden my horizons a little bit. So I think for my action pick, I'm gonna go with Casino Royale.
Oh,
Nice.
another good one, dude.
Classy.
Nice.
Another good one.
That parkour intro is one of the best scenes ever. It's
So
just so
good.
great.
Yes, sir.
So
I
great.
love it.
Now, Ben. Are you sure you're not going to pick anyone's first picks already?
Well, I've written them all down, and I've done the numbers in my head, and I've come to two conclusions. Conclusion number one, Google's really bad at classifying movies and their genres, but that's besides the point. Conclusion number two, y'all are missing out. You're like, oh, we're going old school. We're going to do, like, the best action movie. My guys, where the heck is Raiders of the Lost Ark? Give it to me. I want it right now. If your butt isn't literally on the edge of your seat, nearly being dragged against the gravel as Indiana Jones is hanging on for his life, you're not a real movie fan.
Oh, you got a good one there.
Is that a thriller though?
I mean,
It's got
is
thrills, I
Purpose of a
guess.
thriller.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold
well,
up. Does someone
Some-
want
Take
to
it
put
to a
it to a
vote.
vote?
Go for it.
Does someone want to put it to a vote?
Oh, okay.
You can't complain about it and then say you don't want to put it to a vote.
Yeah,
No.
I
Bro,
would
I'm
put
not
that one to a
complaining the
vote.
slightest, man. It's a good
Okay.
pick.
Oh,
A little bit too
we're letting
lighthearted
it go. We're
for
letting
me
it go.
to be a thriller.
All right.
So, we are towards the end of the first round, and you guys know Lady Death likes to come at the beginning of each round. So, Luke will get the next two picks, but Luke, after your first pick for this sub, we're gonna spin
All right, guys.
the
here
wheel
comes our
again.
first pick. So, this is a recent title. Keep that in mind. This is a recent title. Now, this film I've seen 4 times as of now. Once in the theater, and a few more times at home. And it just every time I think about it, I want to go back and watch it. I'm going with Matt Reeves' The Batman.
Ooh, Dibes is doing backflip somewhere.
Okay. You know what?
That's fair.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
Can't really argue
I'll
against
let
it.
you have
It's
that
a-
one.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's an action thriller.
That's what
though.
I'm saying.
yeah, I
Okay,
would
you know what?
Yeah,
Let's put
say
it-
that.
Let's put it up for a
yeah.
vote. Hold up. If
Feel
you
free to take
think-
it in the crime.
oh come
If
on! If
you
you guys
think-
are gonna accept like some of this other stuff as suspense thrillers, then we have to accept the
Yeah.
Batman as
No,
action.
no,
thriller.
I'm asking about, is it an action thriller? Not just a
Absolutely.
thriller. Thriller is
Absolutely.
It's an
100%.
action thriller.
Thriller.
Yes, it's
Let's
definitely
not
a crime
start
movie, but
splitting
I'm looking at
hairs
different
now.
standards.
We'll be here all night.
It's got multiple action set pieces.
Okay,
it is an
we'll-
action.
Yes,
Come back
yes,
to it.
yeah.
Let's just bring Lady Death out. God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Ah! Okay.
We're
All right,
supposed to have
let's
fun.
go.
I actually have to get up for work in the
We're
morning.
spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh, spicy.
Damn, Luke, are you ready for a legal
Let's do it,
subgenre?
guys.
Yes,
Let's
I'm
do
good.
it.
I got 18
All
movies
right,
here.
here we go. So, now this one is one of my favorite courtroom dramas. I've seen this one a couple times.
God.
You guys may know a certain star in this movie that propelled his career after this one. I'm going Primal Fear.
Damn it.
That's
Sorry.
excellent.
Almost.
That's excellent.
I love
Let's
that
go.
movie.
Let's go.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Let's go.
knew that was coming. What about you, Ben? How are you feeling with this second pick under the legal subgenre?
You know, I'm feeling about as well as my knowledge of this genre in its entirety. Blank canvas. So, Googling and using their knowledge to the best of my extent, who can't love a good movie like A Few Good Men? I don't know if it actually qualifies,
Good one,
but
dude. That's a good
according
one.
to Google, it does. So,
That's
I'd like to
That's-
take it.
That
Oh, I'm
counts.
I'll
so
count it.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
That's fine. You're gonna
Yeah.
mess it up somehow, Amanda. We
Thanks.
don't know
Thanks.
how.
Thanks.
But how are you feeling, Brock, with this next pick?
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we're
Answers.
going. Okay. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been taken yet, but I'm gonna go with Devil's Advocate with your boy Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
That's a
dude.
great
Doing
movie.
it. Very
Good
poor
one.
southern
Oh,
accent.
God, dude, that's a good one.
Yes. John,
That's
how
a
are you
really weird
feeling?
one too, actually. Believe it or not, that's a weird
Man.
one.
And we have 2 selections, and
No,
of
you only-
those 2, I'm gonna
You only
go
have
with,
one. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought you were asking me. I'm fried. Don't mind me.
I have to choose between 2. The Trial of 7.
Trial of Chicago 7.
Chicago 7. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good one.
I fucking love that movie. I thought it was
I
great.
do too.
I do too.
I do too, Ryan.
All right. You know what? I gotta throw some Denis Villeneuve up in this motherfucker right now. I'm going
Oh.
Prisoner.
Yeah, nah.
Whoa, is Prisoners a legal thriller?
Oh hell no!
Movie? I'm
Damn it.
not
What?
legal.
No.
What is this? No,
Not
What has
a
to do with the
thriller.
cop?
There is nothing in a courtroom.
wait,
No,
wait a minute.
absolutely not.
Isn't
Yeah.
there?
Get the fuck out.
Paul Dano.
it's
poor
a-
guy.
If I knew
That's
prisoners
not
was
legal,
up for
they're
this
right.
category, it's
There's no
taken.
lawyers involved.
It's not
Good one.
legal.
Now,
Yeah,
if this were
good catch.
psychological
It's another-
thriller, then
it's another
yes.
one.
But
Psychological
courtroom thriller?
crime.
No way.
There's nothing legal
I
about
still,
Hugh Jackman.
Lawyers
to be
have to
fair,
Paul
I
Dano
wouldn't
beating the fuck
nothing
out of him.
still
Absolutely.
categorize the Batman as another category. Just saying, if we're gonna call this one out, because like that one's more specific.
Yeah, that's all I'm
So-
saying.
Oh, absolutely not. No, the Batman has action. There's no
Yes.
legal court. There's no legal.
there's
But I
no-
feel like it's
no
more
lawyers.
crime.
There's
No, no,
no
no. I didn't say
lawyers in
legal. I
there.
said it
Yeah.
was. There's another one on this list that I feel would be more towards the Batman. There's another subgenre. I'm not saying it's not action. I'm definitely not saying it's legal. I'm just saying like if we're gonna start doing this thing, little dance.
Yeah, we're
just-
just like gonna
I'm gonna start this little dance because
Hold
prisoners is no good
on.
You guys can keep
this
That's
soon
going up
in
because
this
I-
category.
legal
Okay.
thriller means there has to be the law profession. Like that has to be involved.
Right,
with the story.
exactly.
Like there's no lawyers in that movie.
Damn,
Right.
you guys took that
Yeah,
to
but
heart. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get
Prisoners is a damn good
You know
movie.
what?
I ain't letting it go. When I got to pick before you for the genre, hell no.
Okay.
I say we go to vote on that.
So I have another pick. I have two picks. One, I'll let you guys
Also
choose.
Stammer.
Just
No.
Mercy.
You pick
That
yourself,
is-
man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Well,
Yeah.
one's the other one.
It is.
works.
It is.
Closer.
Don't give them ideas, right? Just pick your.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
I'll
pick
go
one.
Just Mercy.
Just one.
I think
Just
it's
go with
Michael B-
one.
Give me
I
ideas.
think
I'm
it's
feeling
Michael
your
B.
pick.
Jordan's best fucking performance of all time. I'll say that. So
Yep.
after I just got obliterated by every known person on this universe,
Yep.
Ryan Cam, please pick a legal film, please.
Oh my god.
So last round I was like I'm going to go modern. Well, for this legal thriller, I have to walk back my stance just a bit and make one tiny exception. Considering the fact that this movie literally takes place in a courthouse and just takes place in that one singular room. It is a classic. It is 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
I am prepared to hypocrisy cannons. I don't care,
No,
but
that's a good pick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the pick.
that's my choice and I'm sticking to it.
Jesus.
Good one, Ryan.
Really good pick.
Sean, what is
Yeah.
your next pick, my friend?
Okay, it was gonna be My Cousin Vinny, but I put it away.
Oh,
That was
I
my.
know,
Comedy.
right?
That is a comedy.
No, I gotta go a little old school with this too. Just because when I think of legal thrillers, you think of your heart racing, and so when your heart races, you think of runners, and when you think of runners, you think of Tom Cruise, and when you think of Tom Cruise, you go to The Firm.
Oh, I know what it is.
Ooh.
Y'all stole both my Tom
I know
Cruise
what it is.
movies, and I'm so upset right now.
Let's
Like
go
both
take
of
Don't worry,
them.
there's another film
Y'all-
with
You
runners
guys know
that
how
is a
much I
legal
love them.
thriller. You could totally use that has running be a
man.
very prime
Yeah,
piece of
I
it.
figured it was that one. When you,
I hate
like,
today.
Sean, when you pointed out Tom Cruise, I was just like, I know it.
I
Like,
hate
I
today.
instantly called it, like, right away.
All right, Formal. What is your second pick, my man?
All right. I'm kind of in between a few, so it's just like I'm just looking to think which one would define technically better. But I am gonna definitely go with it. I know there is a legal aspect to it because the main character is the district attorney, and I think I'm just gonna go with it and go JFK.
Good movie.
All right.
Why not?
Thank God.
Right?
Yeah,
Why
why
not?
not? I'm not gonna blame
The
you for it.
movie was just like, why the fuck not? Let's just do it, baby.
It's like, yeah, he just says, that one go off the top of his head.
All right, Amanda, I know you didn't
Okay.
get to choose it in the first round, but you get to choose it here. Batman v
Uh-oh,
Superman.
Here we go.
Oh my God, no.
There is a court.
We're
There
gonna-
are lawyers involved. There is a court
I
scene.
know, but
Yeah,
no.
lawyers got blown up too.
There's like her chances of winning if she doesn't take it.
Women can be lawyers too, so I'm gonna go with
Oh.
Erin Brockovich, my girl Julia
choice.
Roberts. I
Good
adore her
one.
in that movie. So
There we go. Good one.
woo!
All right, Aaron, what is your pick or your one pick under the legal subgenre?
Well, it would have been The Firm, and fun little quick plug. We're starting a 2-month series covering all of John Grisham's movie adaptations on our podcast next week with
I'm
The
down.
Firm.
I'm
But
down.
because of that, I got to stick with John Grisham, and I will take A Time to Kill.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like this.
Is that the
Very
one
good.
with Samuel L. Jackson in it?
Yeah, and I hope you
Matthew
go to
McConaughey.
hell.
Dude, Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey.
That one, yeah.
All right, Amanda,
movie.
bring her out.
Woo! Ready?
All right, let's
Spin.
do it.
Let's do it.
Spin!
Wheel!
Wheel!
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, now we're talking.
Cool.
Woo!
All right. Well,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God, bro, I got such a good one too.
sorry, Amanda. I'm very sorry.
Aaron.
Listen,
we
it's
talked
not my
about
fault. The
this.
stupid
We
you rode
talked
the
about-
wheel.
we
You spun
talked
the
about
wheel.
Yeah,
You could have
that
spun
was
it on
good.
somebody on the other
Wheel.
side, but
Go.
you didn't. Listen. I love this movie with all my heart, and I know that Amanda does too. And it really almost pains me, but I've got to take Gone Girl.
Fuck.
Ah, dang it. That was one of them on
Great.
mine.
Now I hope you
Great.
lose. Joke.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Gone Girl's now out the window for me.
Oh my God, bro.
Christ.
Okay,
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I gotta stop. Oh my God, bro. If what I'm thinking happens, ooh, some of you gonna be biting your ass. Amanda, what is
Right.
your next pick?
I could screw you over so badly right now.
Who, me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because I
Go
I
ahead.
know you.
No,
I have
pick
a
it.
feeling. I
Go ahead,
hope
pick
it's not this one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with 7.
What's in the
Because I need
bird? What's in the bird?
Yeah, I need a Fincher on my list since somebody. took
Hey,
mine.
it was gonna be one of those two for me as well. So we're just kind of
Okay, good. As long as Ryan's
Right.
not mad at me because I took 7, we're good.
Bro, why would I?
I
You're
don't
gonna
know,
be
you
even
love
more
someone.
mad
I'm
at
not
me.
mad at you now. I'm not mad at you.
What about you, Formal? What is your psychological pick? Because right now, I'm trying to play these psychological games on you motherfuckers.
Ryan.
All right, I'm gonna take one that's good with some fava beans and go with Silence of the Lambs.
There goes another
Nice.
one.
Nice. There's another one. Amanda, are you lagging? Are you okay? Because
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanna
lagging. I'm
Oh,
good,
that's
though.
unfortunate.
Oh,
okay, you're
okay.
good. Okay, I want to make sure you're good. Sean, what is your third pick under the psych category?
Zodiac.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
This is going to be the round of the Finch.
Yeah.
Not the
Round
Golden
your
Finch,
Fincher,
because no
we
one
gotta
watched
keep
that
Fincher
movie.
picks.
Round
We already got a few Fincher picks in the house, everybody.
Ryan, how are you feeling? Because there's some 4 big movies that just got taken, my friend.
Yeah, those are some big ones, but I think I've got another bullet in the chamber. So, I was sitting here and I was thinking, and I was like, just thinking, how long have we been playing this? 5 weeks? 2 days? I'm
I know
struggling
what
to
it
remember
is.
where we even are. Like,
God,
Yeah,
please help me
I already
to,
know what it is.
to recollect.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lighthouse.
I knew
Nice.
it.
Wow, I love that, Ryan. I
You're
love
not
that.
a
pick.
fan of
I
me,
knew
lobster.
it.
I
As soon as
fucking
you
love
said
that
5
pick.
weeks, bro. I was just like, I knew it.
All right, guys. Amanda, listen up for this one, please.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Hi. Hello.
No. I want you to be paying attention to this one because
Okay.
Oh.
All right,
so
boss.
I'm gonna go with Scream.
Oh. Okay.
That's a
That's a
surprise.
psychological horror.
Solid.
But we
solid
have
pick.
okay.
Solid.
You know what? Yeah,
I like it.
But-
I like it.
Okay.
horror
Ryan,
subgenre, but
It's a
It
unique.
is.
Ryan, it's
It
all good, man.
is.
I'll give it to you.
Considering we
What?
have
They don't
other
know who-
stuff
they
and
don't-
things.
They don't know who the person is. They're always playing games with them mentally over the phone.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
not
Okay.
dissing you.
I'll give it to you.
It's
No!
not bad, right?
Ben, not Scream 4. No, not Scream 4.
Oh, sorry.
Aha!
2022, right?
You're not getting anyone with that.
Or
bullshit.
Oh
as
my
it is,
God,
or
bro.
as it is written, Scriforum.
Don't
They
worry,
should have done
guys.
5
That's
cream.
guys.
I'm so upset.
When we do the horror draft in 2023, we're gonna have a hard time talking about Scream 2, and Scream 2. So
I know.
don't you worry.
Oh
But
boy.
you know what I gotta say to this, baby? John, what is your next pick, my guy?
Man, I can't pick Panic Room because you guys had the other Fincher movies. So I had to go with an Australian filmmaker. The one at the beginning of the pandemic or way before the pandemic? I think The Invisible Man.
Oh, good one.
Oh,
Good choice.
Okay.
That was on my list. That's a
See
good
ya.
choice.
I see ya.
On mine as well.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Who did we just lose?
I think
Oh,
we don't know
Sean.
who we just lost, man.
Sorry, I gotta figure this out now because it's
Oh,
gonna
I
fuck
think
me up.
we lost.
Sean.
I think Sean. I think Sean. left.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sean.
that's fine.
Yeah, Sean just left.
So
I
I-
was checking the
Yeah.
private chat for a second, and I was just like, okay, he left.
Amanda, can you put everyone back in order for me?
No, okay.
No. What?
Sure. Hang on.
Brock,
There we go.
what is your next
There
pick?
you
No.
Well, I
Okay,
think
now
this
it's
one
okay, now it's
just
all
about
jumbled up now.
qualifies. I'm gonna go with American Psycho.
Ah,
American
good one,
Psycho.
man. I like it.
Yep.
that works. That works.
I like it, man.
That
Good one.
that's I'm actually surprised with that one. I'm surprised with it.
Yeah, it's more.
I
towards the
I
end
like
of the movie,
American
but it
Psycho, but
counts.
How do
a lot of I just know a lot of people that shit on it.
Oh, that's how I move them.
It.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't. Oh,
I
God.
don't get, I don't get what you. I don't get what
Amanda, I got it. I
Psycho
got it.
rap.
Amanda, it's fine. But
Okay.
Ben, what is your next pick, my man?
Well, we've already kind of alluded to it earlier with one American, but I think we just dropped the American there. It's much cleaner.
Oh,
Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh, Psycho
Oh.
2000, baby. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, let's go. No,
Got you.
1958. Or not 1958. Other year. Whatever.
Oh man, I'm
Offended.
sorry. I'm sorry. But Luke, what is your one pick in the psychological category?
Okie dokie. Okay. I know some people are probably gonna hate me for this one. This is another more recent release. This is another movie that has stuck with me the more and more I thought about it. I've only seen it once, but here we go. I know people may say that this is more like I kind of consider this more horror, but a lot of people consider it like a lot more of a thriller. So I'm just like, all right. But my pick is going to be The Black Phone.
Okay. I like the movie. I like the
I
movie.
kind of have a Scott Derrickson bias, to be honest with you.
Bold.
So I'm going with The Black Phone.
Luke, I don't blame you. That's
Fresh
all I'll
blood, yeah.
say. That's
It's
all
a
I'll
bold
say.
move. Talking,
Black
let's
One's
see
great,
how it works out.
honestly.
Amanda,
100% though fits in with the Psycho thriller.
I was about to say, man, you're going to be mad at me.
I'm glad
Obviously.
someone got that.
I got you. I got you. Oh, are we
All right,
spinning?
baby.
What?
Yep, let's
Yeah,
go.
we are.
I didn't even touch that. Cool.
I
Okay.
did. I did.
Sorry, okay. Magic.
All right.
No, we're supposed to.
Cross that one off my list.
Oh my God, Amanda.
Keep going.
Oh,
Sci-fi.
sci-fi.
All right, let's
Sci-fi.
let's get it.
Don't
yeah.
break my screen
All right.
next time.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Here we
Okay.
go. All right, let's do sci-fi thriller. So, this one is an absolute classic from the late 70s,
Oh, boy.
directed by one of my favorite directors. I'm going Alien.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
there it is.
Okay.
Gotta go with Alien.
Yeah.
Alien's a classic.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
I
Ben-
don't like
Ben.
this one.
What about you, my man?
Well, I'm hurting now because that was going to be my top pick.
Oh.
You know, there's a film that did me great
God,
last
no.
time, and I'm not going to abandon it. I lost in the first round, but it wasn't its fault. It's Jurassic Park, baby. We're bringing it back. Round 2.
Oh,
Man, let's
Take
go.
it
Yeah.
to the top.
Yeah,
Easy peasy.
I like it.
Eh.
Let's go.
I like it.
Good pick.
Brock, what is your fourth pick?
All right. Are
me check.
sequels off the table if the original's already been picked?
No.
No.
Sequel.
Then
Okay,
Aliens.
Fair game.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Nicely done. That was smooth. Good job. That was
Smoothly.
good.
What about you, John?
Man, you guys got me freaking out. I want to go with Scanners.
Ooh.
Ah, Scanner.
I like that.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a spicy
Scanners.
pick.
Nice.
Okay.
I just
Good
got that
pick.
on Criterion too. I can't wait
Bringing
to pop.
bringing in
Like
some
that.
David Cronenberg into the mix. I like it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
and
like that you guys are bringing in some David Cronenberg. I like it.
dude, David Cronenberg is the G. But you know what?
He's one of my
Who-
dude. He was one of my favorite directors, man. I love that man. I love that man to no end.
I still need to see Crimes of the Future, baby. But you know,
It's
you know
I
what?
so
haven't
man?
seen that yet. I know, like
Yeah, it's
I
dope.
mean,
Guys, who do I look like right now? Who do I look like? Who do I look
A
like? I'm
bitch?
dancing from what sci-fi
Oh,
movie?
Inflatable tentacle wavy.
Oh, I
kid
hate
in
you.
front of a
No,
car
rude.
store?
You make
You're
me
gonna.
angry.
I hate that you're
Oh,
gonna
he
pick
is.
this.
He
Actually,
is,
right? I
clearly.
swear to God.
And please don't
After
ever
you
compare
shit on
yourself
it.
to Oscar Isaac again,
You
ever. Ever.
Ex Machina.
Why would you do this to me? We actually talked about this.
I was gonna choose Aliens too, but I kind of figured someone was gonna take that. But you know what? You know what I gotta say to that, Ryan. What is your fourth pick, my friend?
Well, yeah, I think he's.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ryan's next.
formal.
So
I want to die.
I had a couple choices going into this, but there was one that I was like, all right, it's really good, but I don't know if it's going to get me votes. But this time, I think I'm going to go with the smarter option here, and I wish I had my sunglasses with me, but they are in my car. It's the OG, The Matrix.
Nice.
The only Matrix that will probably get a vote.
Guns.
That is for sure.
But Sean, I want you to take a deep fucking breath because your picks have not been that good since you stole my first one, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sean, it's
sorry.
okay.
You just
I'm
got
trying to throw you off your A game.
Don't
I'm
listen
trying to throw
to
you
him.
off your A game here,
The
my
shade, the shade.
All right.
John, how do you
all
respond
right.
to that?
Easily. I watched Dune. I love Dune. I love the director. The director made a sci-fi thriller that is amazing. Give me Arrival.
Oh.
Sean, we're not friends anymore.
Sean, that is not where I thought you were going.
I like
Sean, we're not friends anymore.
I thought he meant like Lynch's.
God
too.
damn.
Good one, man. I like it.
I hate this.
Good one,
I don't
Sean.
like today.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Formal. What about you, my man?
God.
All right,
God.
I'm gonna just go quick. Quiet Place.
Interesting.
All right, good one.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's a good pick. I like that one.
Part 1 or part 2?
The original.
Oh,
The
This is
original,
better.
as if it was
the
so
original,
long
bro.
ago.
Oh, come on, man.
It's awful.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of like the second one a little bit more.
Oof, those are some tough words in this ring. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't have the second one without the first one.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I mean, Formal has the right point here.
Amanda, since you pretty much got fucked over by every pick, why don't you just choose Shark Tales? Because
Y'all just
not
hate me
fucking
tonight.
Damn.
Y'all just hate me tonight. I don't understand what's happening.
Oh my lord, dude.
First Gone Girl, now like everything is just going. I have two in my head, but I'm gonna do this one for Loretto. And it's gonna be Donnie Darko.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's giving you such high fives right now.
What the fuck
Doing it
is?
for low.
all right, Aaron, you've got the final
What's
pick
up,
for this
Lo?
cat.
Oh man, so I'm gonna gamble on the wheel
love
coming up the way
Tyler,
of the
no more
wheel.
Morbius stuff, please.
So I'm gonna
I'll give someone
say
$5 to choose Morbius. By the way, I'll say it.
No.
I'll count it under any
No,
category.
dude. No, please. Don't
give
book me.
me Inception.
Ooh, that was on my list too, Aaron.
Oh.
Nice.
Good one.
That was on
That's
my
on my
list.
list as well.
Good job, good job.
Good one. I like it.
Now,
But I had a Nolan, so
now roll
right,
my
Amanda.
way.
Loretto, it's true. I don't
You know
like
what to do, Amanda.
I do. Are you ready?
we
to
also
do
know-
it? Are you ready to do
Who
it?
do we keep
In the
losing?
whale.
I don't
Wait.
know who lost. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Right? You ready?
No, hold up.
Okay.
2, 4, 6. No, we did
Someone's
lose.
back.
Come on.
I heard the beep. Someone's back. There we go. Sean, stop
right.
leaving. Ready?
Boy!
1,
People
2.
are just
three.
bowing out on us.
in that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Move that
Let's
bus.
go. Let's go.
Whoa.
Scott Torr is the last one.
Yes.
I know. Me too. All right.
Damn.
All right, kids. It's crime.
All right. So for crime, I got to get me a little bit of Scorsese to go with my Nolan and my Fincher. So give me The Departed.
Okay, that's fair.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
So mine.
But I'm
man.
still
Come on.
upset. I'm
What
so
about you,
upset.
Amanda?
God, he took mine. Aaron, we are too similar, and I don't like this that we're in the drafts and you take my stuff. I'm gonna go, since I can't take Marty, I'm gonna go with good old Benjamin, and I'm gonna go with The Town.
Ooh.
It's like my second favorite
Ah.
heist film, so
Yeah.
we definitely are in line.
Very
Fantastic.
sync. You can't be on any more drafts when I'm here. So
That's just the rule that she abides by. No one else. Formal. How are you feeling with this next pick?
I think I'm good, but
Oh, he's confident.
it's just there's already still a lot of good ones on the list, so it's like just which one to take.
I know.
But I'm gonna go with my man Gyllenhaal and go Nightcrawler.
nice.
Nice.
Great one.
That was on my list too.
That's a good one.
I love that
Oh,
movie.
Man, that.
What about you, Sean Pooh Bear?
Okay, so I'm thinking if it's in a prison, it's crime. And if it's Scorsese, it's got to be Shutter Island.
Nice.
Stole another one of mine. Dang it.
That was on my
I
list too.
love that movie. That was for my son. What's up? That's his favorite movie.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my list and I'm kind of twisted right now. But you know what? Hopefully, Ryan, you can clear my mind a little bit with your next pick.
Oh well, I will try. So for this one, I'm going off the beaten path on this one, and I'm going to introduce a directors that have been sorely lacking in this draft. I'm going with Joel and Ethan. I'm going Fargo.
Ooh. I like that.
Good one. I
And-
like that too.
Don't you know?
Like that one.
Oh, don't
Not-
you know?
The Coen brothers film I thought might come off the board first.
Guys.
Also-
I want you guys to sit back and have a good time. Because that's my next pick.
Good time.
Oh,
No,
it
no,
took
no.
all of us
Oh.
a second.
It took you guys
Okay,
a second to
everybody a
get that.
second.
It took you guys a second.
If it makes you feel better,
That's
I
very
got it.
telling
Like,
for
oh,
where your
good
list is
time.
going. If it took all of
I
us a
thought he
long
was
time to
doing the
figure out what it was,
sitcom with Walona and JJ and Dynamite. I thought that was it.
I got the reference.
Hey, I that's why I appreciate you the most, Sean. That's why.
Thanks. I heart you.
John, how are you feeling, my man?
Oh, I'm shaking now.
Oh,
You should be.
Nick Cage, yes. I gotta go with Con Air.
Nice. I like
I like
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're
that.
clever.
Okay.
Yeah.
On air.
Damn, I was looking at my list and fuck, I probably should have chose something else that probably looks better. But you know what? That's not the point. Show us the other side of you, Brock up, please.
Hey, John, you
'Cause
still
guys
awake
see the
after
other
that?
side of me.
All right. Well, Tyler Calvert took the words out of my mouth. I'm going with Joker.
Ooh, we live in a
Oh.
society, fam.
You gave him an idea, bro.
What a good
Yeah.
day.
Thanks, Tyler.
He lives in a
Let's go with
society.
Tyler.
alright.
Lives in a society.
One where he
Oh,
gets
we
a sequel.
all.
Oh wait, that's the one we
In
live
a
in.
society that abandons him.
All right,
God.
Benjamin. I'm
Much
kind of nervous
like-
you're gonna take one
I feel
of these
like
picks.
I'm gonna annihilate the Brock up slide, just like how this movie annihilated Joker at the Oscars.
Yeah?
We're picking Parasite, baby. It was on the thumbnail, and it made it all the way
So-
down here.
I like
I'm
that.
disappointed in
Man.
everyone else here, but I'm taking
I'm
it.
honestly, I'm
I like that
honestly
one.
surprised. That it took this
Yeah.
Crime though.
Jeez.
Yeah, well,
They
that's why I
steal
didn't
a
take
house.
it. I had it on my list, but it was it's not listed in crime in any site as anywhere is it listed as
It
crime.
would be
so
listed
So-
like
I get
this,
it.
political,
So, do
dark
you wanna
comedy,
I get it.
horror. If you want, I can save it for horror. I've got an alternative pick, and horror will
Ooh.
come right back
You
around
got-
to me. And Luke
Look at all
can
these
take it.
options.
It's on you.
Ben, look at this.
No,
I think I don't.
I get it. I get it.
You know what?
It is a
I'll do-
crime.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
but-
try it. I want to keep it.
True.
I'll let you
It
choose
is
the
a
pick. You
crime.
gotta go with a more of a crime-esque film.
Yeah, I don't think that's the.
All right, fine. I'll go with a more crime-esque film. We mentioned this one earlier. I'd like to try and take Prisoners off the board then.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
See,
I'll let
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was
Awesome.
That
done.
would be
Yeah, that
fun.
works.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes.
Yeah, getting
Luke.
locked in the bathroom. Yeah.
Luke.
Policeman in that.
You've got one pick under
This is
crime
the crime ones here.
and one under horror.
All right, so one for the crime pick. Mentioned a little David Cronenberg in here. I'm gonna go with the history of violence.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
It's
I mean,
vegan.
it helps.
Interesting.
good.
You want to go with me on that? All right, I'm trying to see if I can find my.
Horror should be the interesting one.
Yeah.
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 it's like- I don't know, man. Like,
didn't go on the last round.
I don't know. I think this one. I don't know if this one will count, but I mean, if this one doesn't count, I have an alternative pick. But if this one does count, I'm gonna go with the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that counts.
That counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead people and stuff.
Great
Yeah.
first pick.
Yeah.
All right.
You seen dead people, bro? That would scare the shit out of me if I was that kid.
Spoiler.
That's all I know.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for 23 years ago, people.
23 years, the most
Spoilers.
iconic
What the
line
hell?
from the film.
Like,
Still, that's everyone spoiling Game of Thrones on Twitter still.
Bro,
All right.
Ryan, don't have to worry about it. The show is so bad, you'll forget about it once you finish it, too.
I know. That's how I
Oh
feel.
my
Especially when the
God.
bear's out there, something that's far better than Game of Thrones.
I can't
Like-
wait to watch that.
Man, okay, Ben, I'm vibing with you now. I like your aura going on. You were stressing me out a little bit because I thought I was gonna have to keep correcting you that. Oh no, we already picked that, Ben. But you've been doing great this time, and Lady Death, she's been kissing you on the cheek a little bit, bro. So, what is your horror pick?
Once again, I would like to take Parasite.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I'll give you that one. Keeping people in the basement.
I mean,
It's
That's it. God, sorry.
Again, I do have an alternative if it comes
No,
down to it,
I
but
think-
I don't think you'll like it
Sound
if I
a
pick that
personal
one.
preference.
Honestly, I think that's fine.
then you can keep it. It's okay.
Is everyone fine with that being kept as
Yeah.
horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I will say in Ben's defense, regardless of my own opinion, every time I've looked it up, regardless of the category, I've seen horror under it.
it's
I
not
feel like-
listed as horror
It's
anywhere.
not?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
swear to God, I've seen it as horror, bro. Okay. You know
No,
what?
I mean
I'm
I
just
get
gonna-
it from a like argument standpoint, so
No,
I'm
yeah.
not arguing it. But
No, I
it's
swear to
not.
God, I thought it was like horror at one point. I'm clearly wrong, but
Aaron, I'm gonna find the still for you, and I will hit you in the DMs, and you'll think it's terrifying.
I mean,
Oh, I
yeah.
love the movie. I think it's great.
Okay, what is your last horror pick, Brock?
Well, I was stuck between 3 different ones, and I'm surprised none of them got taken yet. I'm gonna go with the strongest and say Get Out.
Damn it!
Yeah, I knew that wasn't
Damn.
gonna make it back to me.
All
Yeah,
right.
I knew
Yeah.
that wasn't
Okay.
coming.
Yeah.
That's
Damn,
also
I-
a psychological thriller too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Shit.
Holy shit. Okay, well, thank God John's next so he can scramble while I scramble. So, John, what is your horror pick, my friends?
Oh man. Okay, we could go with the 90s and go with a certain ladder, or I'm
Oh.
thinking because Ryan picked Ex Machina, we're gonna go with Natalie Portman.
Annihilation.
Phantom
Yep.
Menace?
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
Great pick.
Yes, I love Annihilation.
Nicely
Awesome.
done, brother.
Love
Love
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Oh,
John,
tonight was
Bless,
brutal.
bless your soul.
Oh.
Bless your soul.
Everyone
Nicely
has,
done.
every single one of you have screwed me over tonight. I just want you to know that every single one of
Well,
you.
that's because you didn't pick Batman vs Superman or Shark Tale, so you screwed yourself over.
I guess I did. Yeah.
But you know what? I want to throw some kudos toward Luke Ponto's way a little bit. I love Scott Derrickson. I really love what he did with
Yeah,
Doctor
I mean,
Strange.
like,
I enjoy Black Phone, but man, nothing beats Sinister. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sinister
you want to,
is
Ryan?
absolute
I think
god
the
tier
Black
horror.
Phone beats Sinister for me, dude.
Dude, when it comes to absolute horror, suspense,
Whoa.
thriller, that movie takes it every single day. I can rewatch any of those homemade films that they show in there and just instantly be creeped out every single time
True,
knowing
it's
what's
so
going to
good.
happen.
Yeah, I can agree.
masterclass.
But just for me personally, I would rather watch the.
No, dude, it's great. It's great. Ryan Cam, what is your final pick, my man?
All right.
So for my final pick, I am going to the realm of Sam Raimi from the early 80s, The Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Yep, I figured.
So good.
I knew it. The classic Evil Dead.
Very nice.
All right, you know how when people in the NFL draft come running down the aisle with their envelope because they want to make sure no one's doing it? I'm sliding right in there. Hereditary. I have to have that.
Oh, I mean, Midsommar's better, so it's okay. It's okay.
No
Especially
way.
I had to do it. The director's guy. I had to say it. You know, gotta say it.
I love it.
I agree with you on that.
Sorry.
There, no.
Thanks, guys.
I like how all hell broke
you're
loose when we
good,
got to
you're
horror.
good.
Look, yeah.
Sean, how are you feeling?
I feel great.
Are you feeling great? Because I don't think your next pick's gonna be so great, to be honest.
I just
He just picked.
He just went right.
Oh, he
right,
did?
right. Yeah.
No, what? I'm all thrown off.
It's okay.
Hereditary.
Okay.
Somebody's drinking.
Honestly, I'll say this is not
Somebody's
vodka.
having a good time.
He's having
I
too
mean,
much of a
I'm
good
not-
time. I'll tell you that.
There's no such thing as too much of a good time. It's just a good time, my friend.
Facts.
All right, so
you don't
Formal,
think
you're
so.
next, right? Formal, you're next.
Yes.
You got
This
this.
is kind of hard because there's two classics that I'm surprised haven't been taken yet.
Throwing tomatoes to Tyler now.
But yeah, F it. I'm just gonna go with John Carpenter Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I let fucking who
Solid
doesn't
pick.
love that movie? Amanda,
Right,
are you sure you have
Hi.
like a horror film you can pick that isn't
Yeah.
like I think it was like called Scary House from like 2006, that animated
There
film.
is the nightmare
Thank you.
sequence in
Thank you so
Monster
much.
House?
Okay.
Monster.
Monster House.
I
yeah,
have
that's
so many. Oh, but you know what?
it. No.
I hope you guys let me pick.
Bambi
this.
doesn't count, by the way.
Just go ahead.
I
and
know
pick.
that.
doesn't
It
count.
scared me. I couldn't watch it. Anyways, I'm gonna take a Scorsese picture, and this scared the crap out of me. And I'm gonna take Cape Fear, 1991, with Robert De Niro, because it's like my favorite. And I have a Scorsese picture on my list. I always try to find a way. I did it.
Counselor.
Man,
Counselor.
Gracias.
All right, Aaron.
God, I got
Why
so
don't
many
you do us the
left.
favor, wrap this up, and then we can get into our 10-minute halftime break
I
so
don't-
we can all pee, drink, and then shit on each other's lists.
Since nobody else is going, I guess I can talk this out. But like, I mean, see, I've got Jaws, and I've got The Thing, and I can't believe they're both sitting there, and I'm trying to figure out like from a voting perspective.
There's
Which
also The
one's
Shining.
going to? The Shining was on my list.
I
as
was gonna
well. I've
take
got,
that.
You know,
Yeah.
that
Final
was sitting there.
Destination.
Yeah, The Cabin in the Woods is sitting there, but
So
There's
man.
so much that's
I mean, we
not
are
on this.
missing a lot of Kubrick.
Bro.
That is a good
think-
pick.
That's more of
I know, but I'm thinking votes, right? And
Mm,
As you should be. As
and
you should
I,
be.
so Jaws has probably been more seen than The Thing, but part of me is like The Thing fits the genre. Like if I'm picking a thriller that is meant to be also a horror film, that is a suspense thriller, because a large portion of our picks have not been suspenseful at all, really. Like I feel like The
Not with
Thing is
that
the right
attitude.
one to close it out. So I'm gonna go with The Thing.
Yeah. You wrap it up with the classic, baby.
Fair.
And guys, that concludes the drafting section of this all in. We're going to take a 10-minute break, refuel, rejuice everything, let the bowels out, let us refresh. And then, guys, it's just going to be an hour of shit talking after this about each other's lists.
yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So,
That's good.
without a doubt, we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you are still here, we just completed our suspense thriller movie draft, season 2, 2022 edition. I will say, not to be like, all up in your face about it. I'm kind of sad I won the fantasy draft because I wanted to be in this. This was an epic draft. All of you guys did a fantastic job. Great picks as always. Some of overall, this was a really fun draft. And before we get into it, this is now the post-game show. My name is Lo. I'm one of the 4 Suit Up Geeks. And without further ado, let's get stuff cracking.
He said doo-doo.
Let's get going.
So, I will say,
Doo-doo.
I had to upload my PowerPoint into this, and the font is going to be ugly now, but whatever. We are here. I'm not at home. I'm actually on duty at work doing overtime.
He
And
said
don't tell
duty.
my boss, but I am doing my podcast.
Way too many poop jokes
So,
right now.
yeah, I'm not at my home station. I don't got my big monitor where I would normally have my double monitor set up. But anyways, without further ado, here we go. Welcome, Aaron, again. Welcome back. Team Feeling Film. Look at this. My font's all jumbled up and stuff like that. But hey, you did a great job, man. You did a fantastic job.
Whoa,
It looks like
what
my
happened to
slide didn't
film?
update your last pick. I know what it is, though. Let's kick it off. You had Die Hard, directed by John McTiernan, and a suspenseful action film that I thought was an excellent first pick. Excellent way to start things off. Time to Kill. I believe that was Joel Schumacher with
It was.
Samuel Jackson.
Indeed.
I believe they would deserve to burn in hell. That's that big monologue he had. Amanda's got her heart broken here with Gone Girl getting stolen from her, one of her favorite films of all time. Christopher Nolan's Inception doesn't need much introduction. It's a fantastic sci-fi thriller. That dream sequence where you start entering the layers of the dreams and you're trying to kick yourself out of it, such a nail-biting experience. Martin Scorsese's The Departed, excellent crime thriller, and he rounded it out with John Carpenter's The Thing, which is invisible on this format.
Much like The Thing, we can't see it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's one of those other picks.
It
I'm
would
telling
have
you,
been no. It would have been better if it was for the Invisible Man though, because that was picked.
That would have been perfect.
Yo.
Yeah.
That would have been better. That's all I'm saying. That was a good joke though.
So again, forgive the slide. It's all jumbled up. But let me
No.
say, Aaron, I think you have a fantastic list here. I think these are all popular films. Minus A Time to Kill. It's a little bit older. Not a lot of people might remember it, like nerds like me and the other guys that were talking about it.
Time to Kill.
But I will say, I think this is a strong list. I think Inception and Die Hard and The Departed even, we'll get to see some votes. So I'll give you a solid 8.3. How do you feel about it, Aaron? And how would you grade yourself if you could?
On like your 10-point scale, I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling 8.5ish to 9. I think everything other than A Time to Kill is a slam dunk, has a huge populist love behind it. I'm already seeing that in some of the polls that have gone up on the Suit Up Geeks Twitter account. I've got a couple picks that are leading there, so I'm feeling really strong. Yeah, Time to Kill was tough. I was last in that legal round, and that one's a lot harder to find beloved like films that the masses are gonna all get behind. So, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And I'm proud for no
man.
category fraud. I'm proud of like not stretching the limits. I feel very strongly that I adhered to the direct thriller aspect of each of these. So yeah,
1,000%.
I can go to
Aaron.
bed
And I think
proud.
that's why you can live with that A Time to Kill pick. Because it was a legal thriller. It fits the bill. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yes, sir.
with that being said, guys, let's open the floor.
Roast me.
Hot or cold takes for Aaron. If you really hate his team, this now is the time to give it to him. What do we got for Aaron, guys? Open floor.
I mean, I think these are all fire films, but I'll be honest. I love Die Hard, but I don't think it's as strong of a pick as you might think it is. And I don't
Yeah.
know how strong The Thing might be. But
Yeah,
I think it's
I
a really
agree.
good list.
I can agree with you, Ryan.
Yeah, I think the thing. I would have gone with the Shining. I think that's a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I mean,
pop
I also
culture-y.
don't really think. I mean, yeah, like a lot of the picks were stolen by them, but I don't think like A Time to Kill was like the, not to be like too critical, but it's not like the strongest pick of the legal dramas in my opinion.
Well, that's the thing. Legal thrillers are super hard to like do
They
because
are.
there's not very many.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
decent dates. Like there's
that
no
is the
modernity.
hardest one.
I think that's
that was
almost
the
a
hardest
write-off
genre.
on
Right.
almost every list in
Yeah.
terms of populist votes. Like, I feel like most people are going to look through it and be like, "Oh, there's the legal one," and then just boop. If they've seen it, they might be like, "Hey, that was a good movie," but it's not going to swing them as much as the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Here we
not
go,
gonna be
lawyers
This is a
and
scary
law or
list.
anything,
Scary. It's got fangs. Some would say Jaws, but you didn't pick that one, so I don't know. Spooky movies. I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
But the fact that Gone Girl and Inception is in there, you're instantly getting some street cred out of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna get a lot of like new film bros just
Right.
entering university.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Bro, Inception's best movie ever made." Click
Right.
that button right there.
It makes
Gone
you
Girl.
think the ending, bro. Oh my God. Is he real, bro? Is he dreaming? Like,
Yeah.
bro, we really got to ask ourselves these real life questions.
I don't know about that. I had one professor in film school that hated Christopher Nolan's movies, and
I
Yeah,
did
again,
too.
professors are gonna
Little
hate
bit,
it.
so.
Professors hate him, but this is first year university student
Yeah.
in film school.
Yeah.
100% is smoking the high. You know, only thing we're missing actually is a lot of Tarantino, but
That's true.
Ah.
Yeah.
Which also was a director that I was.
The lack of
surprised wasn't
Tarantino
really-
is surprising.
well, it's
Yeah.
hard to get him
Yeah,
in
like
the
a
genres
Tarantino, I think
besides
he loves all
action.
of us, I think. I don't
He has
know.
crime.
He has a few crimes,
Yeah.
but they're like kind of like
Yeah,
really
Kill.
stretching it most of the
It's a
time.
I was gonna
Crime
say, I
was
think
in the
Jackie
list.
Brown would have been a
Oh.
fantastic crime pick, but that's
Ooh,
just
yeah,
Reservoir
be
Dogs.
straight up
Reservoir
crime.
Dogs.
Reservoir
yeah.
Dogs. Yes,
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
Reservoir Dogs.
Hell, the usual
All right, y'all.
suspects.
we got a lot of teams to get through. Any other takes for Aaron? Anything else you want to say on his team before we move on?
nah.
Not really.
No.
Didn't matter.
Good answer.
Not
All right.
Before you start
The MVP of the draft here. Everybody was picking on her. Everybody gives her a hard time. And look, Manda, honestly, I'm wearing my Donnie Darko shirt right now, so you totally are speaking to me. That's one of my favorite indie cult classic films. Wake up, Donnie. Great picture. I think my only issue here is Aaron Brockovich a thriller? Before I even get to your breakdown, is it a thriller? I haven't seen it. I know it's Soderbergh.
It's on Google, so we'll accept it on those merits.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on
that's
my
what she got her
list,
Oscar.
but I
I'll give it
wouldn't
to her
have
that.
picked
So.
Lo, stop questioning it.
Okay. I just had to ask. So, with that being said, Amanda had the second pick in the draft with her action thriller. She went with Born Identity, directed by Doug Lehman. Fantastic film. A little choppy editing that I didn't love, but it's a fun film. Again, Aaron Brockovich. I believe that's Steven Soderbergh. I haven't seen that one, but go, Julia. You went with David Fincher 7, which I think is a unanimous like home run pick. I think that's like a Dark Knight level of clout that people love that movie, so I think that's going to be huge for you. I love Donnie Darko. I know there's a place in the internet for us. There's a little hole where we all hide, and there's a cult following of Donnie Darko, and I am one of them.
Man.
Patrick Swayze, R.I.P. Drew Barrymore, Jake Gyllenhaal, of course, as a young, goofy, horny little teenager. Jenna Malone, who's fantastic. I love that film. Ben Affleck, The Town, heist film. I'm surprised nobody picked Heat. No love for Michael Mann in this draft, but
There's love for
Michael
Michael
Adler
Mann.
would've been a
It's
good one,
just
too.
Not really a
so hard
thriller.
to fit it in.
He's
It's
also
not-
No,
like,
he's a thriller.
I was gonna say, my
I
thing
I was
is-
gonna choose Collateral. I was gonna
like
choose
a heist
Collateral.
in Heat just gets my heart pumping. If that, I don't know, I just feel like that's what you want, right?
That's-
So, I don't know,
there are
just to understand.
moments of
I
action. That
picked
doesn't make it
Heat
a
before,
thriller.
and it doesn't do well. in
Yeah,
both
well,
films.
I got a lot of
Makes
flack
sense.
in the action draft about that, so I'll leave it at that. She rounded it out with her horror thriller Cape Fear, one of De Niro's like just batshit crazy performances. I think this is a strong list. You got Scorsese, you got David Fincher. Those are the ones who are really solidifying like the power in a lot of this draft. So Amanda, break it down. I would personally give you an 8.8. How would you grade yourself, and how do you feel about your team? I know you had a lot of movies stolen from you. Whether it was Arrival, whether it was Gone Girl. Speak to us, Amanda. How you feeling?
Lo, she's not here.
She's not here,
Wait.
dude.
Bro, she's not
No,
here.
I wasn't sure.
I've been trying to stop you. Lo,
Damn
she's
it.
not here.
So anyway,
you know
Lo
what?
was
Son of a
spectating
gun.
and hit the moonshine a little
Put
too
the
hard.
herb down, bro.
Lo,
Hey, I can't drink on the
being a
clock, guys.
silly
But,
head.
I'll pick this
you know what?
up.
I see a lot of squares. I see faces. I don't know who's in here.
That's all.
Let's open up the floor, people. Hotter cold takes for Amanda. What do we got for her?
I was surprised with Identity. Like I would, especially that film doesn't really hold up. I would
Especially
say.
super early too.
I would say
Yeah.
Ultimatum is the better film out of those, like the original three, not the
Yeah, I
the
100% agree.
other ones that came after that. And so I was surprised at that. I'm iffy on Aaron Brockovich as a thriller, like Lo said, but
Yeah.
legal, as we said in the last one, the legal one is arguably going to be the weakest one for all of us anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I
so
can agree with that. I mean,
That's pretty much how it is. And then the rest of them, yeah, solid.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid too.
Yeah,
And-
it's a good solid, really solid list. Just again, like Formal said, I would have gone with, like for Ultimatum, and I wouldn't really count Aaron Brockovich as like a legal thriller.
Yeah.
In a way of saying, kind of count as more like a legal.
But Donnie Darko, that's a pretty good
Donnie Darko's a really
inclusion.
solid
I mean,
pick. I'm not gonna lie,
I've
that's a great pick.
I've only seen that movie one time, and the one thing that sticks out to me was when Jake Gyllenhaal calls his sister a fuck ass. And they have a little
Actual sister too.
What's a fuck ass?
Jake Gyllenhaal's sister in that movie is the ring girl from The Ring.
I know for my theater class, I recorded a monologue from Donnie Darko.
Oh, that's right.
It's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
So
All
yeah,
I gotta
I'll
say
give
about
it
Maggie's like, why don't you go suck a fuck?
I don't know. I think she's gonna struggle against some of the stronger overall lists. She's got 7 in Donnie Darko, but like some of these others are like lesser versions of things people love more that are on other lists that have more of them. And I think she's gonna. I don't think just Donnie Darko and 7 fans are gonna carry her through more than a couple rounds or more than a round probably.
We'll
see what really,
negative
like,
about all of it. Yeah. If there's anything that just drives me nuts about these drafts are awesome ass picks like Cape Fear, and then you got some of the younger ones that read that and go, "What the hell was that?" It's a brilliant movie.
Now, Cape Fear, that is a great picture. And Tyler thinks it needed more Morbius.
Tyler, damn right. I think
on
it's
that
more
note,
of a time.
We all agree.
let's keep it trucking. With the third overall pick tonight, Team Formal,
Lo,
the form
sorry.
review.
Can I just say
What's
this is the sellout list of the draft? This is the sellout list.
Shots fired. All right, we're gonna say that.
Tyler's just trying to go complete Morbius on me, dude. No.
So first
No
overall,
Morbius grabbing my ass, bruh. No, thank you.
he took Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. Fantastic picture that speaks for itself. Again, the sellout thing, I'm not going to speak on that, but I mean, it's a trump card for sure. It's everyone loves that film. Why not? Why not take it, right? JFK, I believe that's Oliver Stone, right? Formal.
Yeah.
With Kevin Costner. Okay, so there's that movie. I haven't seen that one. It's well regarded, I imagine. Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs, of course, is a Oscar sweep. Anthony Hopkins, of course, Jodie Foster, excellent film. Tense scene in the dark there with the night vision. A Quiet Place by John Krasinski, starring the great Emily Blunt. We got Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and he rounded it out with John Carpenter's classic babysitter murders of Halloween, Michael Myers, Laurie Strode. Y'all know the deal. This is a strong list. I know people have feelings about Dark Knight or whatever, but I think the middle sections of the film is what's going to dictate the votes here. I think Halloween's strong, Quiet Place is strong, Silence of the Lambs is a classic. I like it. I'll give this a 9. Formal, how do you feel about your team? What would you grade yourself?
I think, again, as it'll probably go down, the legal one is JFK. That is the weakest one. I'll admit that. And I'll speak to the sellout list. I don't care. I've gone for my heart the past few times. I don't care. I'm going for votes. It does not matter at this point. So when the action thing, Dark Knight, like I don't see how like I couldn't take that. It has everything. And to what Lo said earlier about Heat, I also would say that's the better option, but also I would also think that most people wouldn't vote for Heat. Nightcrawler, I get, is the next weakest one in the sense that maybe it's a little bit, I guess, on the artsy side of things. Like it's maybe not as well seen, whereas the other ones, most likely everyone has seen at least once. No matter if you think Quiet Place 2 is better than Quiet Place 1. So I wouldn't take too much difference from your rating, Lo.
It's a good list.
Yeah, so open floor, guys. What do we think about Team Formal? And I know how Ryan feels. What about everybody else?
I'll be first to say this is a list that has some really big picks and some picks I think people are going to be like, I liked that movie. But, you know, like we got JFK, A Quiet Place, Nightcrawler. 3 films where if you've seen it, you might have strong feelings about, or you might just be indifferent. I think it's impossible to have that for The Dark Knight, Silence of the Lambs, or Halloween. And I think those are going to be your big carries. But the other 3, I think, are just perfectly fine. I think there were almost better picks by the time they came to you on those rounds, where it kind of feels like you were like what, third in the draft, and those were 2, 4, 5. It feels like you almost could have done a little better. Besides JFK, JFK is a great pick as a legal thriller. It's just 4 and 5. I kind of was scratching my head. Like I feel like there's better sci-fi and crime ones that were open at that point where they'll do good, right now. But not amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're all good here. No one else to say anything, so I was just like, okay, we're good.
I like it. I think it's strong.
It's good.
Strong list, man. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Silence is good.
I'm scared of the Dark Knight. I'm scared of Silence of the Lambs. I'm scared of Halloween. It's spooky.
Hey, Benjamin, a good call. I think the heavy hitters here are going to carry them, and sometimes that's all you need. Any other takes, guys? Is that about it?
Yeah,
all right, going once and
Man,
twice
I got
and
nothing.
third. Let's go on to Team Sean. Ryan was giving you a lot of crap, Sean. I'm not gonna lie, I had a few chuckles at it. But look, the fact of the matter is, I thought Ryan was smoking some dope. Like, what is going on here? We're talking about Denis Villeneuve, Arrival. We're talking about Scorsese, Shutter Island. Fucking Ari Aster's Hereditary. We're talking about Zodiac. Like, what are we talking about here? I thought you have a fantastic list. James Cameron, of course, Judgment Day, one of the most intense chase sequences ever. Like when you see that T-1000 running full speed as a car, it's like, what do you do? This guy's insane. The Firm, I haven't seen that picture, but I know Tom Cruise runs in it. It sounds exciting.
Yes, he does.
Now remind me, Sean, who directed that one? I can't recall.
That was
Sidney Pollack.
Yeah, right.
Nice. Okay. Got another legendary filmmaker there. I think this is a strong list. Personally, I think this is my favorite so far. I would give it like a 9.3-ish, almost a 10. Because I haven't seen The Firm, I can't really grade it that high. But this is a fantastic list, man. Break it down, Sean. Are you feeling pretty good about it? What would you grade yourself?
Hells yeah. This is definitely my favorite list ever. Like, I get screwed so many times because I have cerebral flatulence and I just forget crap. But this one, it was good. It was really good. I love the fact that Judgment Day was right there. Yes, it's a little older, but damn, it broke the mold with sequels and everything. It was so great. And then you just can't go wrong with Zodiac and Arrival. And Shutter Island, I think, is a fandom pick. If you like it, you love it. If you don't know it, you'll go, what? Yeah. So I think that one might hurt me. But Hereditary, please.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
What would you grade yourself, Sean?
Oh, I'm right with you, man. 9.3, sure. Right? Yeah, I'm just proud of myself. Best list I've ever had.
Well done, sir. All right, y'all. How do we feel about Sean's team? I think we have a contender here. Do you guys agree?
Strong list.
Nah, he's gonna lose.
Man, this is a really solid list.
He's still gonna lose.
Instant call from Ryan.
I missed you too, Bat Nipples.
I'm just mad about the T2 pick because, bro, it was starting to get to me at that point, and I'm like, oh man, I hope that cerebral flatulence you were talking about really just came into par there. But honestly, I'll be the only one to say this, but I love Arrival, but it's not my favorite from Denis Villeneuve. I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say Dune, and then you just went a different direction.
You went in a better direction.
Dune is not a thriller.
Dune is not a thriller. Yeah,
Dune I would have
close.
thought about.
I mean, Arrival.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider Dune a
question.
thriller.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I also
Maybe
would not.
Enemy.
I thought he was gonna say Enemy.
Yeah, you can do Enemy too.
Yeah, that's
Enemy.
a good one.
That's a great movie.
Enemy.
Arrival.
Right.
I personally wouldn't say it as very, I guess, like, thrilling on the edge of your seat type of thing. It's great. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I wasn't.
It's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Shutter Island's
It's
gonna
definitely
fuck you over the
tense.
most.
Until you really know what's going on, it's definitely tense.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
So don't spoil
Yeah.
the movie, please. I haven't seen it. I'm one of the few
Oh.
people who's like, I need to watch this,
wait,
but
wait,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
available on
it's
Netflix.
great.
I can't see
Oh my
it.
God.
Heavy into
Go
this.
get that.
No spoilers, please.
I don't really remember it that much, honestly.
I love you, Tyler, but you gotta let that go now, man.
Shut up, Tyler.
I think everyone just needs Morbius.
Sucks.
For anybody that just joined us, this is the post-game show for our greatest
Wow.
suspense and thriller films. If you are just joining us, thank you. Any other takes for Sean? We're gonna keep it moving. Otherwise,
Scares me.
A scary strong
I'm
list.
nervous here on this one. But
All right,
you know what?
y'all.
This is still bad.
And also, for anybody just
This is
joining
still
us,
better.
my PowerPoint I wasn't able to put on another monitor, so I downloaded it to StreamYard, and it's all jumbled and ugly now. Sorry about that, y'all. But with that being said, the 6th overall pick went to Team Ryan. Oh wait, what number I'm on? I don't know what number I'm on. But Ryan Cam, welcome back, man. You went hard on this one, man. You went with Mad Max Fury Road, the great George Miller. 12 Angry Men is arguably one of the greatest films of all time. It's fantastic. The Lighthouse was a surprise pick, but Robert Eggers is a hell of a director. One of the creepiest damn movies I've ever seen, and Willem Dafoe, hark! His madness is something to really behold. The Matrix, the Wachowskis, what else can be said there? I mean, the Coen brothers with Fargo, and you rounded it out with Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead, one of my favorite horror films. This is another fantastic list. I think we have another contender here. Fargo is great. I mean, this is a strong list. Matrix is really popular. Fury Road is super popular. I think Twitter's gonna like this list. I'm gonna have to give you a 9 as well, solid 9. How do you feel about this, Ryan?
I feel really good. When the wheel was announced, I was like, what genjutsu am I entering here? And then I was just, I basically made a whole big old list on Letterboxd of just thrillers or suspense movies that I have seen. Nothing like I may have seen in passing. No, I definitively seen. And when the wheel was up, I was like, all right. And I just pulled from that. So my list is a product of 50% what I think will get me in this tournament and 50% of my gut. I will say that Fargo's definitely, like I said, it's off the beaten path. And like I said, after Mad Max, I was going to go modern, but then it was like 12 Angry Men right back to the late 50s. So I will give myself hypocrisy points for that. But I mean, when I think of legal thriller, I mean, 12 Angry Men is what my mind immediately flashes to. So I'm very proud of my list, and I'm just hoping that I go far in this.
More
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Fargo. Lol.
Yeah, nothing to complain. I can't complain about this one, Ryan. This is I couldn't have put it any better.
I think this is a capital B, a banger of a list. Film Twitter is gonna love this list.
Oh yeah.
Like I think the only people this doesn't really get as much is people that like watch a lot of movies that aren't film Twitter. That are just kind of casual people. And even then, those people aren't voting on the poll. This is a oh goodness.
You know what's
I'm
fun
seeing
too, guys?
this now, and I'm like, well, all right, time to lose in first round again. Let's go, because this is
so Tyler's joking that the millennials and boomers will unite here. But what's interesting is you made a sandwich. Like, you put 12 Angry Men in between Lighthouse and Mad Max Fury Road, which was smart. So I think this works out.
I think we kind of said it in the draft that I guess the weakest part is that, like, I think that's the only Coen Brothers movie that we took in this entire thing.
I don't know how we didn't take No Country.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I was shocked.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
What I
It's like,
said.
Fargo
like,
is
what
really
are you
great. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I would have taken No Country for Old Men before that.
Yep.
But so I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I do really like the list overall though. So like, no real complaints. Really was a little upset about that 12 Angry Men pick, but it is what it is.
When someone just pulls a thing out of the hat and you're like, how did I not think of this?
Right.
I was panicking for legal thrillers, and I
There were
saw
picks
12
on
Angry
your
Men.
guys' list that I could not think of.
You know, when we went to the 10-minute break and the screen comes up and I saw No Country for Old Men, I was like, son of a bitch.
There are like 3
Man,
films.
I was
that
off
sad
camera,
that
like
didn't make it.
screaming, like, why isn't everyone taking this? Hey, well done, Ryan Cam. I think this is your best draft. Have you been in a couple of them? I think you did a good job, man. So let's keep it trucking. Hey, Bat Nipples, I am so proud of you, sir. I am so proud of you. I'm so glad you took Old Boy.
Wait, hold up. Scream is 1996, not 95.
It is 1996. I was gonna correct
son
it.
of a-
What the?
I knew that. I knew that.
What the? Are you meaning like Stab, the movie that came out before?
Oh no. You're
But-
not trying to switch my answer again, boy.
You know, hey, Old Boy is a fantastic film. For anyone that hasn't seen it, it's insanity. And don't watch the Spike Lee version. I love you, Spike, but what the fuck? Just Mercy was your second pick overall. Wes Craven's classic. I mean, I had to question a little bit. I think it would have fit horror better, but you're right. It is. He does the Ghostface torments you psychologically, so I can see that. Ex Machina was a fantastic pick. Same thing with Good Time. And I think what's interesting here, what I think people weren't sure about, is that I think Ex Machina and Scream and Good Time specifically speak to film Twitter. They love those movies. I always see it on Twitter, on my feed at least. And Sinister as well is one of the most freaking scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's one of my favorite horror films. Ryan, holy shit, this is a great list, man. This is a fantastic list. I can't speak for Just Mercy, but I will give you a 9.5, my friend. How happy are you, and what would you grade yourself?
I mean, if the legal thing didn't throw me aside, I say I did pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, just Old Boy alone, that fight, the hallway fight scenes, pure fucking cinema right there. And if anyone wants to study like film, Old Boy is a movie you should be watching, not Inception. I mean, you should watch Inception. It is a good film, but Old Boy is fantastic, mastercraft. Just Mercy, while it might not be too thrillery, I think it has the suspense of thriller because of the material it deals with in the film, especially towards the end. I think I already made the argument for Scream. It's more horror-esque. Wouldn't you consider it still a psychological horror at the end of the day?
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought that was brilliant pick.
I also wanted to do that because I knew Amanda would have never thought about it, and I knew she was gonna want to pick it for the
horror.
So I had to fuck someone over somehow. But Lo, you said it. Ex Machina, speaking straight to fucking film Twitter right there, along with Good Time.
Yep.
Those two films, I see nothing but on my timeline if it's not about DC or Marvel. And Sinister is just an amazing fucking horror film.
Yeah.
Love it, Ryan. Hey, what would you grade yourself?
Fucking 20 out of 10.
There you go. Hey, really quick, guys. I just want to say, Park Chan-wook, who directed Old Boy, his Vengeance trilogy is just epic. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Lady Vengeance, epic films. But open floor, guys. What do we got for Bat Nipples?
I gotta say, how did you not go back and take Prisoners for psychological thriller? Like, I was, because of how much you were really going for it, and then you let it go.
He could have just right for the point.
I went to the point, bro. I like Prisoners, but like you said, fuck it. We're going for the votes, baby. Scream is where it's at, and I still want to have a good pick for horror.
Okay, then.
Yep.
I mean, that's fair. Don't get me wrong. I was just
Really
curious
fair, man.
because it was right there. It came right back to you. So
He played the system there for him, because he got 2 horror films on this list, and it just squeaked by, and hey, it worked.
I will say, if anything, Just Mercy for me was a snooze fest. But I mean, the story's good. Don't get me wrong, but I fell asleep multiple times in that movie. It's not very thrilling.
How the hell do
way.
you fall asleep during a movie?
It was just a lot of dialogue about really sad things that just kept on happening, and it's not thrilling to me. But again, legal subgenre, it's the weakest, honestly, out of all of us anyway. Aside from like 2 people who did 12 Angry Men and a few Good Men. So aside from those, whatever. Otherwise, good.
I'll add to this on the open floor. This is a really good list of movies I've never seen. Some of this is stuff that I know Film Twitter loves to bits, but aside from Scream, these are all movies I have not seen.
No way!
Yeah, it's rough out
You
here.
get in there.
Hey, Benjamin, dude.
Go watch
Hey,
Ex
you gotta
Machina
see Good
tonight,
Time.
like-
You gotta see Ex Machina. You got to, man.
Like,
I know I have to.
and Ex
but I feel
Machina is
like
a short ass movie, so you can watch that tonight after this.
Yeah, it's
And
like an
still go
hour
to
and a
bed
half.
before
Yeah,
midnight.
greatness.
Well, I'll make a note of it. But yeah, this is a solid list. And based on your thoughts of Old Boy, I'm getting like kind of a similar thing. Like hearing you talk about it, it's like, man, this is giving me like other vibes of other really solid directors, like or I guess works like Raid or some of Wong Kar-wai's stuff. And it's like, I feel like this might be a good pick.
No, yeah.
Hell yes.
Ben, if you have not like seen the hallway sequence on Twitter, because I've seen it so many times on Twitter, and you're seeing it for the first time as an experience, bro, it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's jaw dropping.
he's right.
One of my
Well
late
done,
ideas
Rye.
for action was going
This
to be the
sex
raid.
bot won't leave us alone, but otherwise, anyone that's watching, thank you for watching. We're about halfway through. I want to welcome one of my Cinema Spot team members here. He got me in there. I'm so happy to be a part of the team. John Daniel, let's break it down, y'all. He kicked it off with Mission Impossible Fallout. I've heard nothing but amazing things about that picture. I will eventually rewatch the entire series. I haven't seen that one. Trial of Chicago 7. I believe that's Aaron Sorkin's directorial film, right? Or was that his debut?
Yeah.
Has he directed
He
other
wrote
films?
it.
He directed that after Molly's Game.
Molly's
Okay.
Oh,
He
yeah,
directed
that's
Molly's
right.
Game. It was
Then
Oscar
Chicago
nominated.
7.
Again, I haven't seen that one, but look, you started hitting out the park after this one, because at least for me, like in terms of like my preference, Invisible Man's a great film. Ali Whannell, Elizabeth Moss was amazing. I know it's debatable whether horror actresses should get ever nominated, but I thought she was fantastic in that film, especially in terms of like award season. Cronenberg's Scanners, Michael Ironside. I mean, epic, classic body horror. I mean, Cronenberg is the man. Con Air. I don't know if I'd consider it necessarily a crime thriller, but I mean, Con Air is just
But
fantastic.
I'll take his word for it, man.
I would take it.
I'll
I would
take
take it as a crime thriller. I mean,
That-
a bunch of
that
comedy.
ending where they land in Vegas?
So,
it's more silliness.
don't
more
hear
than
what I'm not
anything,
saying.
but,
For the
I'll
sheer
take
fact
it.
that I love that film, I just didn't say anything. I was like, you know what? It's good. I love that movie. It's the
Yeah,
best Michael Bay
exactly. I
movie,
mean-
not directed by Michael Bay. Nick Cage, John Malkovich,
Dude.
Ving Rhames, enough said.
Whoa,
CB Sammy.
whoa,
I mean,
gotta
come
tell
on
you
now.
something. Like that looks like the most Michael Bay directed movie you can ever think of. That's not even by Michael Bay.
Yeah, Simon West.
Now Tony
Uh,
Scott
doesn't-
is kind of hurt
Like,
at
I'm
your words,
serious.
but he'll accept it today.
So John Daniel, he closed it out with Annihilation, a fantastic Alex Garland film. Natalie Portman, of course, Oscar Isaac. It's just so freaking creepy and so atmospheric and really unique. It had a really fresh like premise that just there's a gloom and doom there that just you never shake. And even when the credits roll, it's like, oh, what the hell did I just watch? I thought that's a fantastic pick to close out for your horror pick. I think you did great, John Daniel, especially for your first time. So again, welcome. How do you feel about your team, and what would you grade yourself, man?
Man, I mean, I agree with like the rest of you guys about the legal thriller part, because that was a tough one. And man, with Con Air, with a crime thriller, that was a tough one also, because I was going to pick Goodfellas, but I went with Con Air, so I want to go with 8.5 for this one.
Okay.
Maybe not.
You know what's funny? Hey, not to make you regretful, but I think Goodfellas would have been a good pick, bro. But like I said,
Tarantino is
I
there.
just didn't think of it as a thriller. You know,
It's
it was
not.
more
Right.
like a.
And that's
Yeah.
why
Suspense.
Tarantino. All of Tarantino's movies are suspenseful. He's the goat at suspense in the modern era. I mean, I think of the Inglourious Bastards opening scene. I think of half of Hateful Eight, which isn't as beloved on Twitter, but it's
I
like
love
that
Hateful
movie's
Eight.
suspense as
Yeah,
hell.
I do too, man.
And it's like, man, he was sitting there,
Yeah.
and it would have been a lot of good picks, and we slept on him.
Hollywood is not very suspenseful though.
Hell no.
It's
It's,
the last
intention.
it's like
The
a
ranch is
comedy.
kinda-
Until like the climax, yeah, but like the
No,
rest
at
of
the
it is
ranch
not.
too. When Brad Pitt's just walking.
Yeah,
like, you're not
It's
sure that he's
suspenseful
walking.
if you know.
Yeah, okay,
if you
those
don't
two
know, that
sequences.
scene is
It's
like
comedy.
just whatever.
It's played as comedy. Yeah. In the
Well,
movie.
you know. Anyways, great job, John Daniel. I thought you did fantastic, man. Who doesn't love Nick Cage in a tank top with long flowing hair with a slow motion run with
You know,
explosions
Aaron
behind it?
Rodgers does.
I'm the bunny.
That fake ass Southern accent of
And
his.
you have a character in the movie named Cyrus the Virus.
Yes.
Yes.
Put the bunny
Anybody else
back
want
in the
some?
box.
With the bunny back.
Open floor, y'all.
Bunny
What
back
we
in
got
the
for John
box.
Daniel?
Sigh, Anara.
Nice. We're gonna
It's
just gonna
tough,
quote
man.
Con Air for like another hour.
I'll say this.
I'll break away from
On my first
Anara.
draft, John, I've took a couple of like obscure kind of things that I thought had like a very specific kind of small fan base, and some of the people were like, "What are you doing? Why would you do that?" And it did not pay off. And I think you really do. You have to honestly draft every single movie with film Twitter in mind. it's a
Yeah.
good list
Okay.
of movies,
Yeah.
but from a winning
Well said.
standpoint, you're gonna get absolutely crushed by some of these other
Yeah.
top tier lists.
Mhm.
I don't know.
already said that
Fallout's
with some of my
big.
picks, but we're not there yet.
Fallout's
I'm-
one movie though. It's one movie against 5 other great movies on a list. That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
you,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
won't. That's what I thought I had with Lord of the Rings, and it didn't work.
Well, what's interesting, right? Invisible Man, Annihilation has a pretty decent following, and
solid.
plus the Cronenberg Nation, it's there. If they find this poll, it's there.
Yeah.
They probably would have picked Videodrome instead, but
Oh,
Scanners.
I love Videodrome.
Scanners is great.
Long live the new flesh. All right, guys. Well done, John Daniel. Hey, it's your first time, man.
Thank
You know, don't beat yourself up about it. I thought you did a good job. Let's keep it trucking, y'all. Cody, welcome back, man.
Oh, this one's
You
awesome.
kicked it.
Oh,
What's
Cody.
up? You kicked it off with a Casino Royale. You got Devil's Advocate, and I gotta say really quickly, one of my favorite lines of all time is like Keanu Reeves, like, "Where does he fuck?" And then Al Pacino's like, "Everywhere!" Like one of the greatest line deliveries of all time. American Psycho with, of course, Christian Bale's iconic performance. I mean, if you haven't seen the film, you at least know about it. I mean, Patrick Bateman is one of the weirdest motherfuckers on the planet, but he gets down and beats you with a hammer, whatever the hell it was when he was it hammer when he sledged Jared Leto.
was an axe.
It's just a
It's
It was an
bad
axe.
shit crazy film.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, there it is.
Speaking about the
Aliens,
film.
another classic
Hey,
sequel by Mr. James Cameron. Joker, and he closed it out with Jordan Peele's Get Out. Man, you know this. I'm just looking at it, like reading it top to bottom. This is a fun list. I don't know if it'll contend all the way to the end, but you got some really strong films here. American Psycho has a huge following. I know that much. I think Devil's Advocate might be a little on the more unknown side, but I like that film personally. Get Out has a huge following. Joker's kind of like 50-50. I know some people hate it, some people love it. I don't know how to grade this one. I think it's a good list though, personally. I'll give you like an 8.5. What do you think, Cody, and how do you feel about it?
Well, I think my list turned out significantly better than I anticipated because I was listed like I was supposed to be number 5, but I was like number 8 for some reason, but that's neither here nor there at this point. But I figured all the good choices would be gone by the time it got to me, so I was kind of surprised to get some of the bigger ones like Get Out. I thought that one would be gone for sure. And full transparency, the only movie on my list I haven't seen is Devil's Advocate. I did not even think about legal thrillers at all when I was doing my research, so I was like, oh shit, fuck, okay, that one. Yeah, that one. Let's do that one. But yeah, I mean, Casino Royale, you know, kickstarted the James Bond franchise, American Psycho, big cult following. Aliens, that one was kind of a cop out. I was like, oh shit, yeah, just go with the sequel to something somebody else said. Joker, I knew that would be a little divisive, so I'm like, let's see what happens with that one. So, I think I'd probably agree with you and be like, give myself an 8.5. I'll probably die like round 1, like I did with the Christmas draft, but I just want to participate.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about.
Hey, seriously, it's just a great time. It's at the end of the day, this is all for fun. So great job, Cody. And you know what? At least Devil's Advocate has Al Pacino. I appreciate your honesty, though.
pick.
You haven't seen it, but at least you got a legal thriller in there.
Yeah.
Open floor, you guys.
I'll throw one thing in here. You're one pick off from being every dude bro's favorite pick. And that's Fight Club. If you had Fight Club, Joker,
damn.
American Psycho, you'd have the dude bros. And they'd be like, this is the greatest list of all time. My heroes are here. And you know what? You could farm them for clicks. So you
Where
know
were
what?
you
We
when I
can't
needed you,
underestimate
man?
the
What
dude
the
bro. If you get it out into the manosphere of the internet, this list goes to the moon. Hodl all the way.
Manosphere.
Dude, bros, unite! Holy shit!
I think that this
Yeah.
list has like a lot of like possibility for going far. I don't know, like it depends on I guess who you're lined up against, obviously, but again, legal one weakest, but that's a rinse and repeat type of thing now as it is. Even though I like that movie a lot. American Psycho, maybe people forget about a little bit. But I think
Thank you,
Get
Tyler.
Out has a possibility for doing a lot, especially with obviously Nope right now. Like a lot of people are talking Jordan Peele right now. So I think like,
It's relevant.
yeah, it's very relevant. So I was actually hoping that I didn't think it would when we had horror at the end. It would make it all the way back to me. But that was like on the high end of my list. It just didn't really work with any of the other categories.
It could have gone under psychological too. I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah, I guess it could.
I mean, the mom literally makes him like fall into his fucking mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know, whenever I think about psychological thrillers, I always think about what the film does to me. Like, that's what I think of. I think, like, is the film psychologically messing me up without being completely gore horrifying? So that's what I usually think of, but that makes sense, though.
Yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to get American Psycho on the list, and I figured, okay, you know, towards the end of the movie, when, you know, Patrick Bateman starts to unravel mentally, I feel like I find it very easy to like to slip into a main character's shoes when he's like, you know, when they're being tested and be like, is this reality? Is this not? So I was like, I really hope nobody fights me on that one. But yeah, Get Out could have certainly
it's fine.
I don't.
That's a trippy movie.
I would have chosen Get Out.
Yeah,
if you hadn't taken it. So
yeah, I mean, Get Out.
Really quick, what's up, Ryan O'Toole? He says hello.
Ryan.
Tyler thinks Society wins this list, and Candid Cinema agrees. She thinks Joker's gonna do something. We'll see, Candid Cinema.
We'll see how that goes.
Did you see her draft list though?
That's
like
what
I think at the end of the day, it just depends on who you're up against. Like,
that's all
her opinions.
All right, y'all. So, you know what? I got to agree with Benjamin. I think how you promote your team, it says a lot as well. So I think if you just push the hell out of Get Out and American Psycho, or maybe like, you know, I think you'll get some votes here, man. So speaking of Benjamin, he was up next. And look, man, I got to admit, I like that you went classic. You might have went too classic, but at least you snuck in some Parasite and Prisoners in there. But let's break it down. Raiders of the Lost Ark. What else is there to be said? I was actually surprised people fought you on the thriller aspect because, I mean, this movie has you on the edge of your seat almost the entire runtime. I think it's fantastic. There's faces melting. That truck sequence that you mentioned is great. You went with A Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise. That epic monologue. You can't handle the truth. Everybody knows it. Hitchcock. I mean, you can't go wrong with Hitchcock. I'm surprised there wasn't more Hitchcock, but I know that there's a boomer old movie bias for some reason. I mean, you could fit one or two on your list. It's okay. I love Psycho. I'm surprised we didn't get more Vertigo or Over Window, but that's another conversation. Jurassic Park. It's practically a horror film in a theme park. I love it. Prisoners. That's one of the most intense, like, kidnapping, crime thrillers I've ever seen. It's Jake Gyllenhaal and especially Hugh Jackman just acts their asses off. Poor Paul Dano.
That's what sold me him playing Riddler.
You rounded it out with Parasite. Again, that was arguable. So fun fact, I went to Parasite blind. I thought it was going to be a straight horror film, and it wasn't.
What?
But I loved it. I don't know if I would call it horror. I don't know, but you know what? I love it. I think it's a great film. I think it's a great list. This is like a strong 9. Like, I just, with some questionable genre questions here, but at the end of the day, Film Twitter won't know about the Wheel of Death. So, just looking at the list, I think this is a strong list. How do you feel, Benjamin? How would you grade it?
All right, let's start from the top down. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm really glad that I was able to quickly sneak that one in there. And by sneak, I mean, it is literally a thriller. It's got a PG rating, and it deserves a PG-13. Spielberg, the bastard, he did it. And if it would have been voted down, Temple of Doom, because I think Temple of Doom's even more thrilling than the first one. Although its quality may be argued by other people, but the last 40 minutes of Temple of Doom is all one chase scene. Like, it's insane. So good. But yeah, I loved that I was able to pick that one up as 9th pick. I was like, man, action's going to be stacked. We'll see what falls down. And I was able to pick it up. Few Good Men, have not seen, but I'm glad the legal thriller I was able to just pick on the backswing. Because I was like, if I get legal thriller and I'm 9th pick, we're in hell. Like, not good. And you know what? I was able to pick it up. I've heard its name a few times. Got a stacked cast. I'm like, you know what? Well, I'll trust it. Rob Reiner, he did Princess Bride. I believe it. He can do good.
Yeah.
and I'll watch it eventually.
Great.
Much like every other pick on these lists that I haven't seen. Psycho. I have the film Steelbook. Doesn't mean I've seen it. I
You've
am
never
a
seen
horrible
Psycho?
film critic.
Wait.
I have it
you
in
seen Vertigo?
4K.
Have you seen
I haven't
Vertigo?
seen Vertigo either.
Wait,
The problem
are you in
is I
film
didn't
school?
have a 4K player when I bought the discs. I've got the
You and
4K
your
player
fucking
now, but I
excuses,
bought
my
it 2
God.
days before I left, and I can't bring
Oh
those
my
home
God.
because my parents would lose their minds.
Amanda
but
is
I
losing
want
her
to watch
shit
it
right
and it's
now.
Hitchcock.
I was going to say.
I know. People are going to be mad. Ben hasn't seen
You
half the
lost
picks
2
on his
points in
list.
my book, fucko.
Yeah, I'll watch them soon.
Manda's having a network moment in.
I agree with that rule.
Oh, classic. She's in Toronto, not Calgary. That's the problem. Canadians.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what I'm
my.
talking about.
See, I'm also living in Calgary. I'm in Canada, so I get to make the joke. But yeah, Psycho, it's Hitchcock. If I didn't include him, I feel like I'd be very disappointed in myself. Jurassic Park, I've picked it before. Didn't get me out of the first round, but I think it's the perfect thriller / horror gateway drug for kids. And again, Spielberg, classic. How can you not? Prisoners, I watched it 2 weeks ago, and I had to emotionally keep myself detached at arm's length. Yeah, first time. I had to keep myself emotionally detached from everyone. I was like, I'm scared shitless right now. If I start caring about people, I can't take it.
That's a smart move.
Did you care
Yeah,
about
very
Paul
smart.
Dano when he
It's
was getting
so
the crap
good.
beat out of him?
I cared about Paul
Great picks right
Dano
here,
because
man.
I could
Not
see
gonna lie,
him.
great
I at
picks.
least could see what was happening. I'm like, this is really bad, but I can emotionally connect with you.
Or what about Hugh Jackman just screaming while his wife's standing above him? You're just like, look down. It's just right underneath the car.
It's
Oh.
So
good.
close yet so far.
Just insane film. And it also has the ambiguous ending that we've seen a few times on this list.
Done so well too.
It's, oh man, really good. And then Parasite, I mean, I don't know where you'd fit it in outside of crime or kind of horror, because it is a very much genre hopping thriller, but it doesn't really fit as an action. It doesn't fit as a legal film. Maybe psychological is where you can kind of argue, but that's only kind of in the last 20 minutes of the film. So I was like, I have no idea where I'm fitting this in, but if I didn't get Parasite, I was taking Get Out. That's it. But I'm happy with the list overall. I have no idea how it does on Twitter. I thought I've known before, and they've done again. First round, I'm out. So really, I picked for me, and damn good list.
That's
Thank
some
you all
king
for
shit
gifting
right
me.
man.
Yeah, good
So
list,
Rhino
good
Tool
list,
thinks
man.
this is a great list. And I gotta say right now, Amanda, calm down. She wants to fight everybody.
my
she
God.
she thinks we can't pick
Okay,
movies we haven't
get a lot
seen.
of
She's
in
like,
here.
fam,
Alright,
hold
get a
up.
lot of in
Then
here.
don't
Like-
put legal in the damn roster next
I'm
time.
sorry,
How
I've
about
seen
that?
12
Yeah,
Angry
man.
Men, and I didn't even think of it. So
So
Otherwise,
she's
I would've
booing you, Benjamin. She's like yelling at you, like Amanda.
Like I said,
look,
I'll
we
fix
hear
it
you.
in 2 weeks. I will.
We
I
hear you,
swear.
but you know
It's gonna
what?
happen.
The draft has ended. It has been decided. Sorry about that. Open floor, y'all. What do we got for Benjamin?
Ben,
So I gotta say,
Solid
Go
enough
ahead.
list.
Raiders
Don't get too much
like
complaints
adds
here.
much. All right, somebody else talking. I'll let them go first.
Oh, that was me. Like
You
I was
go.
just saying,
Go
I
ahead,
don't
I'll
really
go
have
next.
too much complaints, but A Few Good Men is definitely one of the best legal drama thrillers, I would say, actually. But God bless Benjamin, you really have not seen A Few Good Men. Like, shaking my head, bruh.
I got Netflix this past year. There's only so much time. Please don't yell at me.
I'm
Also, I live in
joking.
Canada. Who knows if it's on
Calm
Canadian
down,
Netflix
It's all
anyway?
fun and games here.
VPN, baby. VPN.
Okay.
Those things are
So,
lifesavers.
my
Who's
biggest
next?
thing is that with Raiders, it's an adventure film at the end of the
Yeah.
day. They're
Not even
going
close.
after a treasure. Yes, there's
It's got
thrilling
thrills.
aspects to it, but
No.
and it's just, yeah, I would argue, but yeah, like you said, Temple of Doom has more of obviously a thrilling type of thing because it's not about a treasure hunt, pretty much.
But
It is
Alfred
about a
Molina
treasure,
gets
but-
spikes driven through his face and his neck.
yes, that's one scene
Yeah,
of the
but-
entire
Very
movie.
much
One
It's still a
scene.
treasure
Like,
hunt
Mummy
movie.
too.
It's a treasure hunt.
it's not a
Boulder,
thriller by any
like,
stretch.
scene
It's
is
not
a-
a suspense thriller.
Who gets his
No,
face
I
melted
I feel
off?
good watching Raiders of the Lost Ark. I smile when I see these things because, well, not so much maybe the Nazis getting their faces burned off,
Hell yeah,
But-
kill the Nazis, kill
but
the
yeah,
Nazis.
what it is what it is. but
America.
For the most part,
I
the theme
blame you
songs,
guys
the
though.
Indiana Jones
It didn't
makes you
go to a
smile.
vote, guys.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
other than
It
that,
should have went to a vote.
yeah, I tried to push it, but I guess no one wanted to. Anyway, after that, like I think like you started low, but then like you jumped up pretty much. I mean, you took arguably the best legal thriller. So I think out of anyone on this list, I mean, in the draft, you don't have a weakness on that one, even though you haven't seen it. And then the rest of them, yeah, like you can't really say much about them that hasn't already been said. I will say for me, Prisoners is Villeneuve's like best film, I think. So I'm glad that I was hoping that would come back around to me, but it didn't. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
It was between
exactly.
That or Sicario, actually, in the crime spot. Because I was
Ben,
like,
Oh,
I was giving you a hard time about Parasite, but I wanted you to know that before the Wheel of Death was introduced, Parasite was a literal like in my top 5 consideration for the first overall pick. So
Facts, though.
I love it, and I think it's extremely strong, and that's why I was arguing because it didn't fit in the genres. But like it's that powerful of a pick. So it's a good one.
Yeah, I think you and John had a great dismount. Parasite and Annihilation.
How to end your draft with that Parasite? Like, yeesh.
I'm just
I have
mad
to
to think about
agree with,
Jurassic Park.
I have
Amanda,
to agree with
you're
Lo.
gone, girl.
I saw Parasite not knowing anything, and I mean right before that, or like not right before that, but before that, I saw a few out of context clips of the film. But aside from that, I went in like knowing nothing, and so I thought it was a horror as well.
Yeah.
But I think with Parasite, there are some like multiple genres going on. Maybe not action or crime, but definitely, some horror aspects of that. And maybe family genre, just because they're a family.
that is not
You know-
a family film.
At the end
Yes,
of
it
the
is
day-
very much a
At the
family.
end of the
It's
day,
family,
that-
but not a family film.
I mean, I
That
think
last
with
30
Jurassic Park's
minutes
for.
is
It's listed as comedy
Terrifying.
and drama. It's comedy and drama everywhere. That's comedy, drama, and thriller, like IMDb and Letterboxd.
But I think
So-
like when it comes to this,
Right.
it's like Parasite. Are we really gonna say no to Parasite being on the thriller suspense draft? Like at
Nope.
the end of the
No.
day,
Right.
That's
Like-
exactly
like,
my
got
point.
that right.
So it's like
that
it
ending.
sucks
Just
that like
amazing.
it didn't like go into other like I think whoever said it, like the Twitter's not gonna know about the wheel, right? So like if somebody picks it, like okay, fine, like even it may not have like really horror or whatever, yeah, that may arguably like break the rules of the wheel, but at the end of the day, it has the enough thrilling aspects that's like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Thanks, Formal.
We'll see what Twitter has to say. All right, we have finally got there. Welcome back, Luke. Oh wait, is this your first draft?
Yeah, this is actually my very first draft.
All right, you pop that draft cherry, man. Good friend of the podcast. Welcome, sir. The Batman. It's gonna be divisive as hell on the Twitter poll, but you know what? Again, the poll, they will not know about the Wheel of Death, so they can't judge what category Batman falls into. But I loved it. I thought it was a great picture. Primal Fear with Richard Gere, Edward Norton. That is a deep cut, sir. You also followed it up with The Black Phone, which I agree. I think The Black Phone is more psychological thriller than a straight horror film. But again, it's a film that I really like. I thought Black Phone was fantastic. Ethan Hawke is great.
This face.
Ridley Scott's Alien. Again, I consider Alien a horror film, but we are really like blending genres here. And suspense and
Yeah,
thriller.
we're kind of just going a little back and forth and everything. So we're just like, okay.
And suspense
Just
and
gonna-
thriller in itself, it could be so many things. So I think that's why we are having these discussions. You went with a Cronenberg film, A History of Violence, starring Viggo Mortensen. I actually haven't seen that one. I've heard a lot of great things. It's got rave reviews on it. But
yeah, and also,
I think
Loretto, I want to clarify something about A History of Violence. Like, it's not just a crime thriller. Because, I mean, it's got David Cronenberg style to it because it's also got some elements of body horror involved.
Yeah.
So, like, for anyone that's in a Cronenberg style, you're gonna love A History of Violence.
Yep.
it'll be on my list, sir. But I gotta say, I like your last pick. I think that was like probably one of my favorite picks of the draft. I think Sixth Sense is one of my favorite horror pictures like ever. It's
And
just
it's
such a
number
great
6.
premise. and it's nice,
Oh,
and
it's
it's
number
so
6. I forgot.
it's so well delivered on its premise, especially someone that sat in this theater in 1999 not knowing what was going to happen and just being creeped out by the damn ghosts. And then when you finally get to where it got, it's like it's like whoa, and it's like it literally doomed M. Night Shyamalan for the rest of his career because he kept chasing that, and he got nominated for an Oscar for it. But it's a fantastic horror film. It's brilliant, and it's so suspenseful, especially the visions with the lady and her wrists and the what did you do? And anyways, all that being said, Luke, I think you did a great job. I'm happy your slide looks pretty versus all the other ones. Thank you, StreamYard. I think it's a good list. I think it's fun. We can debate all day about the Batman and all that, but I think overall, it's a strong list, man. How do you feel about it? What would you grade yourself?
I'm pretty confident about this one, actually. And I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, but when Formal pointed out The Dark Knight, that kind of made me think for a second that I should pick the Batman because I don't want it, because I almost thought that someone else was going to steal that from me. So I was just like, I'm going with it. Let me go over some of the other ones. Primal Fear, that one needs no introduction to me, honestly. That was what propelled Edward Norton's career with an excellent twist.
Yeah.
The Black Phone, you guys know my thoughts about The Black Phone. It has resonated with me ever since I saw that film in theaters on June 24th. Like, I still get slight nightmares thinking about it, honestly, because not just because of the grabber himself, but also some of the more psychological elements that go around the film. And all credit goes to Scott Derrickson for crafting this film together. So,
Hey, don't forget Robert Cargill, writer. That pairing, very good.
See Robert Cargill. I think it's his. I think it's his name. And Scott Derrickson also helped write the script of this one as well. So, more kudos. Alien. What else can be said about Alien that has not been said already? History of Violence, like I said, one of David Cronenberg's best. It's not his best movie, like by any means, but I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're into his style. With also just having the crime elements in there, and also having body horror in there that just works right in. And The Sixth Sense, one of the best thrillers ever made. I mean, definitely gives you that tense feeling, like especially when you see all the ghosts that Haley Joel Osment is communicating with. So I'm pretty confident. I'm not super confident, but I would say I'm pretty confident about this.
What do you guys think? Open floor, y'all.
I'll be honest with you, Luke. The Batman might just be enough to get me to vote for you. Just saying that much.
This is a good list.
Yeah, I think
that's a take. That's a hot take, right?
I mean, arguably, if I wasn't going for selfish voting, I would also vote for the Batman over the Dark Knight if we were going up against each other. But that's just me personally. But because I have the Dark Knight, I'm not going to vote for that way. But
well then,
I think the only issue is I think there's a lot of the films that maybe not a lot of people have seen. Like I think again, Legal one, like Primal Fear, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little older. Black Phone, I think it's new, but I don't think a lot as many people have seen it. And History of Violence, as great as and I love that, I think it's not. I don't think it's as well known as some of the other ones on the list. But obviously, depending on how people and again who you're going up against, the Batman does pull a lot. Alien, sci-fi horror, you can't really say much more to what that is exactly. Alien is the epitome of that. And Sixth Sense, yeah, I mean, quote unquote, we spoiled it, but everyone knows that line over that people. Yeah, that is such a pop culture line. So I think it's just about the other ones that I don't know how well they'll do because they're just they may not be as well known. But then you also you have the ones that are really well known. So it could go.
Yeah, I kind of that's kind of my gist, because sometimes I go with ones that a lot of people know, even if they haven't picked. or I kind of go with the newer ones, like, even if it's like not as popular, but it's just kind of how I like, kind of play it,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What I'll say on this is it's a good list of movies, but I'm afraid that a lot of the other lists do what these movies do slightly better. Right?
Yeah, I
like
can see
the
that.
Batman has The Dark Knight, Alien has Aliens, The Black Phone, very good, but
Alien's
I don't
better,
know
though.
how it compares to other psychological thrillers. And that's the only thing where I'm kind of scared. I'm like, this is a list of films I generally like, but I
Yeah,
don't think
but
that
I mean-
has the strong emotional response that other lists might have.
Yeah.
Twitter's not going to know
for
those
sure. I
categories,
definitely
though.
see that, but like but the reason why I chose The Black Phone was because that was a film that has been getting on my mind a lot lately, and it's like I can't stop thinking about it. That I had to pick it.
Yeah.
That ending
You
is
could
so
have had Morbius.
satisfying.
Tyler.
That's a
Ryan-
good
Okay,
recency
stop.
bias.
Okay, hold on a
list.
second.
Be
We
as
need
well.
to, we need to end on that. We need to end on that.
Ryan O'Toole
hold on a
also
second.
agrees with Benjamin. He says, as far as Twitter goes, he doesn't think this team is winning, but he thinks it's a good team, and I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we never know what Twitter's gonna do, and trying to predict that is
Yeah, exactly.
folly.
Because like sometimes
Um,
Twitter is just gonna like pick like the most obscure option, like out of all of them, and it's just like they like you think they'll pick this one, but then they pick the other one. You know what I'm saying?
That's also
For all we know, they're all going to pick
So-
Donnie Darko, and it doesn't matter. Amanda just wins anyway. We're all Ryan tried to screw it up.
Here's
So-
one.
Pretty much, yeah.
I gotta thank you guys. This was a really fun draft. Like you guys, like it was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. Brian Bat Nipples, you killed it, man. You were just on fire, just yelling at all these mother lovers. I was like, yo, holy shit. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys all. I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to kind of break down what you guys going on. I'm gonna start from the bottom. My man, John Daniel. Again, we are Team Cinema Spot. Follow us at the Cinema Spot on Twitter, thecinemasspot.com. I'm so happy to be a part of that crew. Sean's with us
Sean,
now
me
too.
too.
Welcome, Sean. John, break it down. What you got new? You said you stayed up all night. You haven't slept because you've been reviewing things. What
I've
you got
been
cooking, brother?
watching. I've been catching up on Westworld, and
Okay.
Nice.
yeah. So, and then tonight I'm gonna work on What We Do in the Shadows. So,
Where
That
are
should be
you,
good.
John?
Yeah.
Like where in the world?
Guam. So it's like between Hawaii
Oh, yeah.
and Australia, Asia area. So
Oh.
Is it
yeah,
nice?
it's like
You're a
noon
madman,
now.
but
yeah, it's nice. It's like Hawaii, but not a state.
Yep.
that's true.
Pretty much it.
Hey, with that being said, man, thank you, John, and yes, please follow us, the Cinema Spot. It's super fun, super awesome. Next, we got Mr. Benjamin. Welcome back, man. It's always a pleasure to have you. I appreciate your insight, and I think your list is pretty good, man. What else you got? What you got new with your stuff?
New with me is big sunburn / tan. My face is red. You might notice it on like right over here, and it's like, ooh, the burn. And because I've been out in the sun, haven't been watching as much movies. It's a bit of a problem. You can follow me at NinjaNeb, and I retweet everything I write. I'm a freelance writer, writing for a whole bunch of publications like In Session Film or Cinefied. So like, give them a follow. I've got bio links in the Twitter, but yeah, follow me. I write about movies, and usually I'm like 5 years late to the movie, so always fun. Good retrospectives / reviews.
Epic. Follow him at NinjaNeb, and I gotta give a shout out, John, to your handle. It's one of my favorite. From Dust Till Juan. I love that. Next up, we got Luke, man. I was actually a guest on a couple of your shows. It's always a pleasure to be there, man. Thank you, Luke, for letting me be on your channel, man. What new you got going on right now?
Okie dokie, man. Yeah, and Loretto, I was very happy to get you on my channel at those points, man. So thank you so much for coming in. As far as what you guys can look forward to me, first I'll go over my social media stuff. You guys can follow me on Instagram at LukePonto3. I will post mostly stuff about my theater, things I go to when I see the theater, my letterbox ratings and physical media. And also go follow me on Letterboxd as well, Luke Ponto. Follow me on Twitter at Luke Ponto. Go subscribe to my channel. You guys can see it on my name right here, of course. And I got some live reviews coming up here fairly soon. I got to play a little game of catch up here. I got to review Nope and Where the Crawdads Sing, and I got to review The Northman. A lot of reviews I got to crank out for you guys, and I'm gonna do all of them as a live stream on my channel, so you guys can look forward to that. And thank you guys for reaching out to me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, welcome, sir. You've always been in the comments. Now you're on the draft. Look at that.
Yep.
Formal, one of our resident members in these drafts, a good friend of the podcast, and we're all part of the Painted Lines Network in some way, shape, or form. What you got going on, Formal? I've seen your stuff cooking.
Yeah, resident loser. Let's put it that way. But just kidding. I always love coming back. It's always fun. So thanks for having me. Yeah, I got, like I said, like I'm connected with Painted Lines. Just put out my Nope analysis last week, so that should be up. Next one's probably gonna be the Super Pets film. Wife likes animals, so gonna go check that out. No matter what, I think is Kevin Hart is ace for the dog of Batman. Not sure how I'm gonna think about that, but whatever. We'll see what happens
for that movie.
It is what it is. But yeah, you can
that.
check me out. Handle on pretty much everything: Letterboxd, Twitter, the Gram. It's at the Formal Review. You hit me up. You can see what I think about films and everything. Check out my podcast and everything. So yeah, thanks for having me again. Hopefully, even though I cashed out, hopefully I
always a pleasure, good sir. Feeling Film in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Aaron. You did a fantastic job. What's new with your podcast, man?
Thanks. Yeah, the channel's Feeling Film. Minimum of about 2 episodes every week. There's an FF Plus labeled episode that's quick, about 10-minute long per movie, spoiler-free reviews of upcoming new releases that aren't out yet. And then I have our kind of deep dive, hour-long, full spoiler kind of conversation with my best friend about anything and everything, usually something that we love, and usually approaching it from an emotional perspective versus more of a technical one. And so that's kind of why we're taking 2 months to dive into all of these John Grisham adaptations, some of which are better than others, but they're all entertaining for sure. So yeah, I'd love to have people follow, check out the content, of course, and love to talk. So big chatter on social media.
Hey man, you did a great job. It was great to have you back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mr. Sean in the house. What's new, man? You've been grinding. I'm so glad to be on the team with you again. You're writing for Cinema Spot amongst other publications, man. What's new with your content?
Yeah, much love to you, brother. I mean, bringing me on to the Cinema Spot has been great, John. I love being a part of the team, bro. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, man. I'm also a hired gun and content whore. So there's Agents of Fandom, there's Geek Vibes Nation, there's Cinema Debate, there's the Cinema Spot, and I'm a hired gun also. So if you need something written, call your boy.
Hit him up. What's your handle, man?
Do what?
At Sean Paul Wood, correct?
Yeah. My name is my handle.
I was just waiting for you to say it. I was like,
where's that at?
All right. Next up, we got the Brockside.
Brock
Upside?
upside. Yeah.
There it is. Cody, how you doing? Welcome back. What's new with you, man?
Well, most recently got my Multiverse of Madness Blu-ray review out about 3 hours ago, so definitely check that out if you're into the physical medias. But yeah, generally just you can find me on YouTube at the Brock Upside, but type that into any social media, you'll find me. Talk about movie reviews, Blu-ray reviews, a little bit of merch hunting here and there. Just I like to be part of just the conversation of movies in general. And yeah, I'm also looking forward to League of Super Pets, so mostly for Keanu was Batman, but otherwise
that is a draw, I will admit.
Who asked for that movie?
I'm not seeing that. I mean, I think I'm gonna wait, guys. That's the reason why I'm taking a break from the theater this week. I'm just gonna wait for Bullet Train.
We have an entire
near
entire human decade between solo Superman movies, and yet League of Super Pets is getting greenlit. But I'm sure this makes sense to somebody.
Yeah.
Last but not least, our was it 4-time Ryan? 3-time?
3. Hoping for
3-time
4,
trivia champion. I can't wait to bring that back at some point, by the way. But Ryan Cam, last but not least, man, how you doing? What's new, man?
Everything's going great. I have a YouTube channel. It's just called Ryan Cam. Every Monday, I've been reviewing the OG Twilight Zone episode by episode. I have got an episode coming up about not the Prime Mover, but a Long Distance Call, which is the end of the infamous videotape era of the Twilight Zone, and thank God,
Nice.
because it was a misery getting through it. But the episode is really good, so yeah. I've got a podcast with my good friend Jacob Martin called Life in the Movies, where this past episode actually just dropped at noon or 12:15 today. We covered all the movies coming out on streaming in theaters in August, and we talked about Marvel Phase 5 and 6. It was a lot of fun.
Ooh.
I will be reviewing League of Super Pets begrudgingly, but I will. And
I don't know
Oh
where all this
God,
hate
no!
coming from for that film. That looks like fun, and I could
And
go
it's
for
coming
some
Nah,
in the theater.
I kept
It's
seeing that
coming-
trailer too many times in the theater, and I was just like, I've had enough at this point.
this coming
More than
Sunday
Bullet
will be
Train?
my first reaction
Dude,
to
I've only
Alex
seen the
Ross.
trailer for Bullet Train like a few times.
I see
I've
it every
seen it
time.
like
I'm like-
976 times.
Yeah.
I've been
Sorry,
bullied
sorry,
into
we
Bullet Train
interrupted
is
Ryan.
They showed the spoiler one
It's-
too, so you just watch the whole movie in that 2.5 minutes that they
Seen
show.
it,
Sorry,
seen
we
it about
interrupted
1,000
you.
And it's
times
2.5
at
hours,
Bullet
bruh. Oh, good lord.
And then where can people find you, Ryan? Sorry, man.
Oh, well, let me finish. Sunday, I'll be getting up my first reaction to Alex Proyas's The Crow. So that's
Nice.
going to be interesting.
Whoa.
And then
Epic.
outside of that, I've got my Banana Meter stuff that I upload to, and then I'm also a co-host on the League of Cinephiles movie trivia Under the Lights. I've been having the time of my life doing that, so that's all well and good. And then social media, people can find me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd at RyanCam20. I'm always down to write, to review, to video, to stream. I'm down to do whatever. So hook me up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It was a pleasure to have you. And again, thank you anyone that's still watching. Please follow and check out all these awesome creators and awesome podcasts and awesome writers. And we have a lot of good stuff going on. And over here on our channel, at the Suit Up Geeks, we have our House of Cinema. It's a new show. We have a review of Nope with our special guest, Christian. He works at Film Optics, and he has a great conversation with Ryan about Nope. And Ryan, what was the other one?
No, that was it. That was it. You're
Yeah,
good.
check it out. House of Cinema, brand new show. And we also have our news show that's coming up this weekend. I've been lagging because I've been on vacation, but we do the roundup, latest in new news and film and TV, and we do trailer review reactions and stuff like that live on air. Super fun, so stay tuned for that. And with that being said, thank you, everybody. Thank everyone for watching. It's been a blast. On the behalf of all the Suit Up Geeks, we want to just thank you, say we love you all. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned on Twitter for the polls. Follow us at the Suit Up Geeks. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on this. Like and subscribe down below. And for everybody in this panel, have a wonderful evening. Peace
guys.
out.
Thank you.
Many qualities for me to dislike.
I'm vengeance.
Wakanda forever!